Pleasure the go.
Gotcha. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wrestle Pierce Raw Review. I'm your host, Ibu Wrestle Pierce, better known as Back of Hangman, and I'm joined as usual by Rob of the C Nation. And we're here to talk about a very eventful, frankly, very good episode of Monday Night Raw last night. It almost felt like this should have been the season premiere, but really eventful show. A lot happening, a lot going on. The build of Bad Blood continuing, and other programs being set. Oh my God, my sound dropped.
Yeah.
But yeah, hello. But the things being set up, big angles, some story development, some character development, and some good wrestling on last night's show, including a standout match between Io Sky and Bianca Belair, who show that they are still the class of the women's division in WWE. So a lot to get into, a lot to like, a lot to talk about. Guys, please make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, and send super chats if you haven't already. Like last week, guys, this is your show. If you want to give us your feedback, if you guys would like to share anything you'd like to say, get a takeoff, give your opinions, just ask questions, feel free to do so, and I'll do my best to answer as much as possible. And who knows, we might get some news out of it. So, guys, make sure to like the video and make sure to send super chats. We'll be going through them at the start of the show, and we'll be going through them extensively. So, again, make sure to like the video and send us super chats. And with that said, Rob, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well, especially after a great episode of Monday Night Raw last night. I am not on camera this week because I am not home. I'm currently at my mom's for the week, so I did not take my camera with me. But other than that, Last night was actually a really, really good show, which was I mean, I was kind of expecting it with some of the stuff that they had planned, but then when I kind of read the rundown, other than seeing like Bianca and Io, I was like, how could they make this a great show? And they knocked it out of the fucking park last night. I think like agreeing with Ibu, it's like literally the best Raw of the decade, and it might be one of the best Raws in the last 20 years that
Well,
we've
to
ever seen.
me, here's the thing. I think under Triple H's regime, I'd have to like really look at them to be honest. But this year, I'd say the shows that were on this level were this one, the show in Chicago that had that Ricochet JD McDonough match, and CM Punk, Drew, and Seth in that live segment, and The Rock at the end when he made Cody bleed in the rain. Like that was an amazing episode, right?
Yeah.
And then there was the post SummerSlam Raw, which was very good too. The one that had the big Bronson Reed angle on Seth Rollins, where he splashed and paused like a bunch of times and stuff. That was a strong episode as well. But yeah, this was right there with that. This is definitely one of the best Triple H Raws that he's put together. Uh, a show that delivered on like multiple accounts. Like again, like I said, there was great character interactions. There was great character development. There was some strong live segments and angles. There was some really good wrestling on this show, and yeah, like on all angles of what you want out of wrestling TV, this was very strong. So strong that like Sami Zayn, for example, he had a live segment with Gunther and like Ludwig Kaiser. That was very good. And that's not even like a top 5 thing on this show. I mean, when you think
Right.
about like the business that was done with Jey Uso and Bron Breakker, or the EO match, or CM Punk's promo, which was like the right type of energy. There was just a lot to like. My God, Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman like literally just destroying the arena. Uh, this great variety, a lot to like, and we also established some directions for some of our favorite little workhorses like Dragon Lee and Ilya Dragunov on this show. So again, like I said, a lot to like and a lot to get into. So without further ado, Rob, let's get into it. Let's get into these super chats.
All right. First super chat this week. Honest the Sultan, $5. Wait, you get two great women to wrestle. Give them time, a clean finish, and the crowd is electric. This is new to me. Couldn't guess that would happen.
It was so casual too. Like they just you just roll the ball out there and let them do their thing. You know, it just
That
felt like
ass for no interference.
yeah, it could be so simple, man. These two, they kind of just showed you casually that like they're just the best women's wrestlers in the company because it's like at the moment they're just kind of treading water in the tag division, trying to prop that division up. But it's like, my God, like when you really let them just be who they are, like it's just so apparent, like they're just the best. And I mean, last night, what they gave them like 13 minutes or something like that, rolled the ball out there, no interferences, and like they produced one of the best women's matches on TV this year. So, and the crowd, like the super chat says, and I like Anas says, the crowd was super into this, man. Like they were so into these ladies. They went out there, they showed out. It was awesome. Io Sky is a fucking superstar. So is Bianca, and it really just felt like they were just shooting around out there, and like, and that's the work that they produced. They produced like a great match. So. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm not even one of the people that think that like the Liv Rhea stuff is terrible. I might turn on it if it goes too long, but like I'm not even one of those people that thinks the storyline's terrible. But at the same time, um, there's something to be said about like, man, like let your best wrestlers hold the world title. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah.
I look at this and I watch this and I'm just like, man, like these are the types of people I want to see on pay-per-view, like fighting for the belt. That's the bottom line.
It's crazy because Bianca isn't even on Raw. She's not even part of the roster.
No, yeah, she's not.
So thank you for the super chat. Hush, 199. Curious now that Odyssey are gone. What were the plans? I think that's a question.
They were going to continue to run Odyssey with Woods and Kofi. And Woods was basically going to do his best to just kind of accept the situation, even though it rubbed him the wrong way that he wasn't, that it wasn't run by him essentially. But basically, like Woods was going to feel like isolated from the group and almost like he was the weak link, and it was going to really bother him, and he was going to try to separate himself to try to validate himself as a singles wrestler away from the New Day, almost if anything like to prove it to himself. But that was going to make his way. He was going to make his way back to Kofi, and there was going to be this whole deal. And from there, I can't really say because elements of the story will still be used just without Odyssey. So, yeah, just stay tuned. Just stay tuned and let them tell their story. Like I said, there's stuff that they had planned that they're still gonna use in this storyline.
Thank you for the super chat. Honest the Sultan, $2. Tess did his thing. Not gonna lie, yo, Ibu, Joe Tessitore's performance last night.
He was like solid in the first week, like he sounded good. Now he's like actively becoming a very good commentator. And it's only the third week. Like he's getting really strong at this really fast. If you remember, like my joke on week 1, Rob, was sometimes he turns up on like the wrong moments, and like sometimes he doesn't bring the right energy for like the big moments. And that not bring that to this week where like he is lit. You know what I mean? Like he is just, oh man. I think he called the Judgment Day, like during the New Day tag match when there was like interference on the outside. He said something like, "The referee is distracted by the sinister forces outside." It was just so like comic book, but yeah, no, I'm becoming a big fan of Tessitore. Rob, are you there?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I got a call.
All right. Well, can you get to the next super chat before you do that? All right. Well, Rob is on a phone call, it appears. While he's doing that, yeah, look, Tessitore
Sorry,
is
I'm back.
really okay.
Yeah,
I was just saying,
Tessitore's been doing his thing, bro. Like he's the reactions that I heard him have last night. Like the first week, it kind of sounded like he was getting comfortable. He was cruising along with it in the first week, but then like now, I'm not gonna say like, especially since he doesn't really watch. I'm not gonna say he's like Don West levels of new to it. Like he still has a point to get there, but like it seems like some of the stuff that he's reacting to, it's like genuine reactions, and I fuck with it. So,
yep.
Thank you for the super chat. Hush, another 199. Saturday night main event. Roman gets the Ula Fala and the belt back. Let's fucking get it. Let's get it, yo, Ibu. I hope you don't. I hope you don't like think that match is either not Roman winning. If it happens, by the way, I'm not saying it's happening. But if it does, I hope you don't think it's like Roman not winning or not going to a non-finish.
Cody's gonna beat Roman and cement his place as the wrestler of the year.
You don't believe that.
Cody's gonna face him again before this year's over, and he's gonna beat him. I'm telling you. NBC, live in front of 4,000 viewers. We're doing 4 mil, by the way. We're doing 4 mil.
Okay. Yeah, sure, pal. Yeah, we couldn't even do 2 mil in the last months of Raw, but I guess.
Roman Cody live on primetime Saturday night would do 4, I think. Actually, not. I think it'll do at least 3, is what I would say.
We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Thank you for the super chat. Corey David, $5. 252 days and 17 to go till Obi Femi is crowned the greatest North American champion ever. Gotta praise that young brother is really carrying the brand.
Yo, that match last week with Hammerstone was ass. That was very disappointing.
Yeah, I was very disappointed, and I don't even like. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that match, to be quite honest with you, because everything felt off, and it just felt like
Hammerstone didn't get anything in the match, and he also didn't look particularly impressive at all. He felt very like absent or distant. There was something that was weird with him. I don't know what's going on. I was such a big fan. I was a big fan of his in MLW, and I remember when he signed to TNA, I was like, oh man, this could be like the big game changing signing. He's gonna take over TNA and become like their top guy. That's what I thought, right? To this point, that has not happened, and he's also not looked like he used to look. I don't know if he sustained a major injury or something, but he just doesn't look the same. And his match with Femi was super disappointing. So much so that like I feel really bad that I invoked the names of Scott Norton and Kensuke Sasaki, who I referenced when talking about those two. So that was disgraceful.
It feels like, I don't know. It just felt like he got geeked. Like it felt like he literally got no offense in. It was just 6 minutes of Obafemi doing stuff, and then when he finally got to do shit, it just looked like his offense wasn't the best. And yeah, I think he did have an injury like earlier this year. He fucked his foot in like in a match, I think in Europe, but Yeah,
All I know is,
I watched the tag match that he had with something the other day, and it was decent. So I don't know what happened last week.
yeah, when Oba was setting for the powerbomb, I was like, no way, it's ending right now. And it ended. I was like, what the fuck was that? So yeah,
Yeah, bro, and that's kind of the reason why, like, and I know people like hate it, but that's kind of the reason that like people laugh at TNA and shit is because they just allow these wrestlers to go to these promotions and to like basically just get cucked. So
yeah.
it's crazy. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Let's go to the next. Corey David, another $2. We got Sirius J Uso last night, the best version.
You see how much better Jay is when he has like something substantive to get into.
Yes.
You know, when he has like a storyline of literally of any kind, he can sink his teeth into it, and you get Jay Uso that has something to say. That's the bottom line. I like Jay when he has something to say. You know, when he's just the yeet guy and he's the master of ceremonies and he's just a party host, it's like what do you want? Like it's just whatever, you know. But when he gets to lock in on a storyline of some kind, like last night, and he can be fiery and passionate and serious, you get reminded that he's like Jay Uso when he's on his form. He's one of the better talkers in WWE. That's the bottom line.
Yo, no, definitely. And I was really happy with the way that they did that last night. I'm glad that like they didn't really go into the whole yeet stuff with the shit because I like that Jey Uso is like a character again, especially in serious situations like this when it regards to championship. Because if he went into this with the whole mindset of I gotta cut yeet promos, and it would be like absolutely not, like he did with the Damian feud. But I like that in this feud he's kind of like taking it serious because as you remember, Bron talked shit on his family. And no matter what he's going through with his family right now, you don't talk shit on his family. So I like that. Thank you for the super chat. Hush, another 199. So if you're a top earner, do you not do TV matches?
I do think I have taken notice of this, Rob. The main eventers don't wrestle on TV as much anymore. Drew McIntyre, I can't remember the last time Drew McIntyre had a TV match. CM Punk doesn't wrestle on TV, even though he'd like to. Seth Rollins wasn't wrestling on TV. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of the top, like the actual top dudes don't wrestle as much on TV, which is kind of disappointing. It seems to be like the new norm where it's like wrestlers now they want 7-figure money, they want less dates, and they don't want to wrestle on TV. And it's unfortunate because you turn that leaves their TV presence to just doing angles and promos, and that's fine. But like, damn, like sometimes, man, fuck, like, could you, man, if you could just get like I don't know, CM Punk in a tag or just or I don't know, like Drew McIntyre in a cool match with somebody. A man like Drew, if Drew just worked Ilya like on a Raw, like it's like things like that. But yeah, it really does. It feels like now the wrestling is exclusively for the mid card and below, or like the people who aren't making like the top money. And there's positives and negatives to that because then you can kind of flesh out and develop some of those guys. But yeah, it is disappointing.
Oh yeah, it's very disappointing. I'd love to get some like more wrestlers that are in the top. Like Cody still does TV matches, but it's like it's not really as often as he used to do Raw matches. So we should get back into that groove. Thank you for the super chat. Kale, 50 Mexican pesos. Enough Jaya, Liv Dom, fanfic shipping, cold tag matches where no one gets over. Get real grapplers grappling on my show. Io versus Rhea at WrestleMania. Thanks.
You know what's funny is I don't give a fuck about all that fan fiction ship stuff. I really don't, and I'm not that like I know people who like will fucking clip like you know, or they'll take a screenshot of like Rhea replying to Jay's IG story or some shit with like a heart or something. And they're like, oh my god, this person said like I'm not that. Like that's for fucking. It's literally for like 16-year-old TikTokers. So I don't give a fuck about that, right? With that said, I thought the on-screen content with Jay and Rhea was quite good yesterday. Like their backstage interactions were really good, I thought. So I don't know.
I was just, I mean, I don't really care about it. It's it's for a particular audience. So
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like the online side of that stuff, like I don't give a fuck about it, and I don't fixate on it because I'm a grown man. But
yeah,
my point is like the on-screen aspect of it last night was that like well handled.
Yeah, no, and I'm agreeing. I'm saying like
Yeah.
they handled it well, but like in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't need to be a multi-month thing.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely not.
absolutely not.
Absolutely fucking not. No.
Hell no. Thank you for the super chat, Corey David, $2. Raw got to find a way to trade for AJ. I need that.
That would be crazy.
Thing is, SmackDown needs AJ right now, which is kind of crazy considering that like they have talents like Street Profits and DIY, and it's not really like talent are fighting for time anymore. The Bloodline really don't take unlike like last week. Yeah, it was a season premiere and Roman, but like they don't really take 45 minutes to do a story anymore. It's usually like, especially now that USA kind of has an overrun with SmackDown, it's kind of like an hour 45 or an hour and 50 minutes of SmackDown and then the Bloodline, or the first 15 minutes is the Bloodline and then the rest is just SmackDown.
Before it was a case of there's a lot of guys who need to do more that don't get to because of the Bloodline. Now it's just that the roster's shallow. The roster's just shallow. They don't. It's not a deep roster at all. You know, it's why Kevin Owens is working Theory and Waller every fucking week, and it's just like, bro, like, can we move on to something else? But then the question is like, what is that something else? Like, Rob, I'll give you an example. I was making a fan card for Saturday Night's main event, and I wanted to give Kevin Owens and Randy a match, and I was like, wait, I don't even know who they could fight because they fought every tag team that's worth the shit. So, which is why I came up with the Lucha Brothers, because they'll definitely be on TV by December. So, but yeah, the roster's just very shallow.
Thank you for the super chat. Vernacular, $4.99. New Day angle is super compelling. I love a story with complicated emotions, and it seems deeper than an usual arc. Hope Woods can have a Kofi type run.
That's the goal. It's meant to be a bit of a complicated and ambitious story, was what I was told. And I mean, Woods is terrific last night. Wrestling wise, he was great and really fiery. And in the backstage situation that we saw afterwards, where he was kind of crashing out, like all his issues and emotions were totally valid.
Yeah.
And it was really well performed. So last night was a great night for Xavier Woods. And I would just caution anybody who's immediately like, fuck, they're just going to bring up the New Day. What the fuck? Woods going to turn heel on Kofi. I would simply just say, let them tell their story.
Yeah, no, definitely. Just let them tell their story, because it seems like they're really going places with it.
Yes.
Thank you for the super chat. Black Yakuzu, $10. That that Bianca Io match made me realize that we need more non-title women's feuds with good wrestlers. Rhea Liv is fine, but it's the only real feud in the division right now. AEW has 3 major feuds.
Yep. Rob, it looks like, I can't click the video, but it looks like Theory and Waller are calling out Fraxium. Let me click this and see what's going on here. We'll play the video out loud. Will we get smoked if a Twitter video was played like the audio, but not
No,
the fucking...
no, I don't think so.
All right.
What's up, dog? Hey, bro, did you see that Fraxium stuff last week on NXT?
Wait, Fraxium?
Yeah, Fraxium.
Wait, is that Kurt Cobain and the Power Rangers?
No, the Micro Wrestlers, the NXT Tag Team Champions. They're only got beat up by the Bloodline.
Yeah.
The only reason they're Tag Champions is because of the Bloodline, realistically. I'm going to be honest, man. We won the Tag Championships at WrestleMania. I kind of miss having gold around our waist.
You know, I never got my opportunity at being a tag team champion in NXT. I don't think you did either.
I never got to hold them. We need to change that.
How can we?
Hey, are you free in St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Sure, I've got nothing on.
I don't have anything.
Oh,
So
brother.
maybe we challenge for the Tag Team Championships in St. Louis, but those 2 little flops would never say yes.
I'm gonna say no. How can... Next Tuesday.
I got it. What about next Tuesday?
Yeah.
We give NXT a little A-Town Down Under, Rob.
That's right. All
We
right.
have those 2 little flops on the Grayson Waller effect.
Oh, brother.
Say yes. How's that sound?
They have to say yes.
I don't think they will.
Hey, Fraxium, get ready. Because those tag team championships going right here. A-Town down.
Under, lads. NXT. See you soon, idiots.
Well, you heard it there. It looks like Grayson Waller effect next week with Fraxium. And they're going to face them in St. Louis. So, I don't know. Sounds kind of bad. What happened to PW Insider's report about the machine guns in Chicago? Like, how do they factor into that? You know,
I think they're gonna do they could wrestle back-to-back weeks.
but why would you set up the match ahead earlier? Before, you know what I mean? Like, so then you mean to tell me I don't see like? So you mean to tell me like Waller and Theory are going to show up next week to set up a match a few weeks after that, but before they get to that match, they first work the guns? I don't know. I mean,
I don't think that I don't necessarily think the Guns are wrestling in Chicago.
So what do they do then? Like,
I feel like Axiom and Frazier wrestle somebody else and they pull up afterwards. Because because you can't do right the match with them and the machine guns, and then you're building to this match a week later. You just said that, so I think that they're going to do a match with somebody else, and either they show up there or they show up the next week.
So you said who's going to do a match with someone else? Fraxium?
Yeah.
I just don't understand why you would like so let's say hypothetically you got a post-match face-off, right? Why do that right before they're scheduled to defend their belts the week later to Waller in Theory? I don't really understand that personally, but I don't know. Grayson Waller effect is also like I hate talk show segments, but that's what NXT is all about. You know, they love that cornball shit. I don't know. I don't care. Sounds bad. What's the next super chat?
All right. Corey David, $2. Joe Tessitore getting better. Pat might not have it.
He was better than Pat McAfee the moment he walked in on the booth.
Yeah. Pat hasn't been good in a minute, and Pat I don't really think was like. I think it was more of a. We've heard so many boring generic commentators over the years that Pat was kind of a breath of fresh air. So that's what I think it was, but I don't. Yeah, Joe Tessitore. I would much rather Joe Tessitore doing what he did last night than Pat McAfee screaming over segments trying to get himself over. So, thank you for the super chat, Corey David, $2. Is this this is New Day's last big story before dipping?
Who knows?
That could be interesting too.
Yeah, I really don't.
You don't know. So
I don't know.
Thank you for the super chat. Margie loves $5. Roman getting the belt again makes little sense. He had possibly the greatest run ever. Too early to do a second run the same year he lost it. Well, sometimes, when business is going down, and things are sinking, sometimes you got to make hard decisions.
Shut up, Rob. Roman Reigns will never be a full-timer ever again, so it makes no sense for Roman Reigns to hold a belt when he's, like I said, he will never be a full-timer again. It barely made sense in 2023.
I know y'all seen them tarps, nigga.
Shut up, Rob.
Thank you for the super chat. Black Yakuzu 94, $5. Real talk. Roman isn't gonna win the belt back so soon. Cody either pins Roman clean or no contest, and that's if Roman agrees to the match. Bro,
I am 65% sure we're getting Cody Roman 3 this year.
I don't think so.
Will that finish be clean? I don't know. I can see them like wrestling their asses off, and then Dwayne interrupts it.
Probably, I can see that happening too. I can see that. That's how we get the non-finish, probably, or it probably goes into the finish. We don't know. So, thank you for the super chat. Mid takes 0, $4.99. I don't really like to be that guy, but for its own sake, I hope Collision doesn't go up against Saturday night's main event. Also, chances Punk coast to coast bleeds in Atlanta.
CM Punk, I am 99.9% sure CM Punk is going to bleed in Bad Blood.
Yeah, no, that's definitely happening. He bled in the strap match.
Yeah, so, he's gonna bleed more this time.
And
as will Drew.
Collision, it felt like this week's Collision. I know people don't really feel compelled. I felt like this week's Collision, even though it's kind of decent with what they actually did besides the main event. The main event was awful. It felt like because the main event felt like FTR and GYV went out there and said, "Yeah, we working. Where are we gonna be? Kentucky, yeah, we and it's a tape show. Yeah, we punting this. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, I
no,
don't know.
but what he's pointing out is he doesn't want because Collision right now. Collision is a Saturday show, so in
Yeah.
theory, they're gonna go head to head with Saturday Night's Main Event, and what Mid Takes is saying is he hopes that they move that show.
Well,
I don't think it matters what they do because like the people that watch Collision are gonna watch Collision. Like it's
yeah.
like 200 something thousand people, and they'll watch it whether it's on Friday or Saturday or earlier on Saturday or whatever. So
I would
doesn't
what I would
matter.
do. What I would do is not to try to compete, but I would stack the show the same night, and I wouldn't try to compete and do any competing. I would just try to put on the best show possible. So even if Saturday Night Main
I
Event,
mean, Rob, they should be doing that every weekend. They should be doing that every week in
yeah,
general.
like yeah, no, yeah, definitely. But I'm saying like specifically then, but and that's what I'm saying. You have 4 months, no, well, really 3 months till that episode of Collision to really build Collision back up. But no, instead y'all want to do Outrunners angles and MXM angles and all types of shit, bro. There's 3 months. Title Tuesdays in 2 weeks, and y'all fucking doing Outrunner segments on primetime TV at 7 p.m. against college football. Like, come on. Thank you for the super chat. Hush 199. Any chance Punk gets the belt off of Gunther at Survivor Series?
I'd put his chances at 45%.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Gunther loses that belt for a minute. I don't think he goes on the same kind of reign he did with the Intercontinental title, but I don't think he loses that fast in 2 months. So, well, 3. Thank you for the super chat. Corey David $2. We haven't even gotten a Gunther TV defense. Corey David $2. How would y'all book a women's Evolution 2 event?
That's a good question. I actually thought about this recently, Rob. I was thinking about how like NXT's women's division is like really talented, and I would actually do a second Evolution, and I think they have enough talent to do one.
Yes.
I don't know what date I would pick, but like I think I think that you could do it. I feel like Becky and Rhea Ripley should have another match at the WrestleMania. I think they should do that again. So you could do that on that show, hypothetically. I'd like to see Io in a big match. You could do something for the women's tag belts, of course. You could do a women's multi-person. And then I'd actually put both a women's I'd put an NXT North American title match and an NXT women's championship match. So like you could do Julia and whoever you want to do. Maybe look, they teased Jordan Grace and Julia, if you remember, right? So like let's say like you do Jordan Grace and Julia, right? And I don't know, Kalani versus Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea versus Becky. And you do, Io versus whoever the fuck you want Io to face. Anybody that's pretty good. And then you do a women's tag title match. Whatever that could be. Jade and Bianca versus Liv and Raquel, for example, or something like that. There's a lot there. So I think there's enough talent to do a women's to do an Evolution again.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And I think they should try to go for the approach that they did last time. I don't even remember what the main event of that show was.
It was Becky, I think.
Really? Because I remember it being the Ronda match.
What did Ronda do at Evolution?
She faced Nikki.
That might have been. I don't remember. I know that Becky and Charlotte had the best match on that show though.
No, definitely. Yo, that last women's standing match is amazing.
Yeah. The live chat saying it was Ronda and Nikki. Holy shit! I don't remember that.
Yeah, because it was not good.
I don't remember that shit.
Because Nikki was like had cooked her neck like twice by that point, so she was like.
I don't remember Jack when
close to retirement.
Charlotte Becky, was that like the semi-main or some shit?
Maybe.
Damn.
Thank you for the super chat, Jay Stone. $5. Does Kofi Woods have the potential to carry over into a Mania match? Also, Zelina missing LWO business again while Liv runs around like Pops mean.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Zelina just doesn't run out to save her people. But yeah, does Kofi Woods have the main potential to carry over to Mania? I mean, Triple H is a fucking psychopath, so that probably the idea of that probably makes him horny.
Yeah.
I believe like this whole thing, from what I was told, was going to come to a head in about a month and a half, roughly. But we'll see. We'll see how it evolves.
All right, thank you for the super chat. Corey David, $2. NXT got Kendall Gray versus Tyra Steele, real women's grabs.
Rob, did you see that highlight reel?
Yes,
That was fucking awesome.
bro. NXT just like going for like the real athletes is kind of like turning into like all of them are not there yet, obviously, but it's kind of turning into like a beast idea because all these women just go out like if they're former gymnasts, they just go out there and do flips. If they're former like amateur wrestlers, they just go out there and do suplexes and takedowns.
It's sick.
It's fucking beast.
And I can get into these two because they haven't been given fucking goofy cartoon occupational gimmicks. Like, you know,
Right.
they'll get a fucking college shooter and he'll be like, I'm Zexton Hexley and I'm a plumber. It's like, what the fuck?
Bro, it's what they did with fucking Hank Walker, the tall one from that.
Right. And Hank and Tank is a cute little team, but like, you get what I'm saying, right? Like,
like they'll take people that are actually good and be like, you know what, you're Duke the dumpster Jawsy now, and you're a sanitation worker.
yeah, and it's just like there's so many good athletes in this PC, man. NXT, give me the fucking pen, dude. You know what I'd do if I had NXT? I might get rid of the men's division and just make a sick all women show. I don't know, but there's a lot of talent that I like there. It's a shame the show's pretty bad.
I wouldn't. That's the I don't with the men's division. I would just cut certain people and keep others.
Tavion Heights came back last week. I'd do more with him.
I'd do more with him.
I'd get going and I'd treat that motherfucker like Taz.
Definitely, I'd do more with that. I think his name is Bourne. That kid, his drop kick is nice. I'd give him more time on TV instead of just making him look like he's dumb and getting suplexed by women all the time. Tony D, you're becoming a tag team wrestler again, and you're only doing suplexes and hot tags. There's so much I would change with that show.
Yeah.
So thank you for the super chat, Kale. 50 Mexican pesos. I appreciate Monty, but if Roxanne beats Julia on the CW, I might have to send my people to Tijuana to pay a visit and or perform an Aztec curse ritual. That's
Monty,
crazy.
this motherfucker said that Roxanne should run through all the big women signings, and do you know how like insane that would be?
No.
No, she should not. It does feel like we're kind of getting to this Julia Roxanne match like really fast. But I just wouldn't overthink it, man. Like I feel like there's a temptation to do something really fucking stupid, like, oh, what if Cora Jade returns and helps Roxanne, or what if this happens? What if that? Just do the simple thing. Since you already booked it and you're presenting her like a superstar, just do the simple thing. Do the simple thing.
Right, and it's not like beating her at the CW opening episode will be a bad thing.
No,
because the match is going to be good. 1 and 2.
You could do a rematch at Halloween Havoc if you want.
You could do a rematch at Halloween Havoc. And 3. It's not like Roxanne has had this terrible title reign and it's thrown on somebody else.
It's turned into one of the best women's title reigns in NXT history.
Yes, and hopefully she gets to continue doing what she's doing. She'll be moved up by next year, if not after she loses the belt. So thank you for the super chat. Legend Rider, $2. Sheamus getting the IC belt at Mania since he resigned.
I don't know about that. They're going young, brother. They're going young. They're really happy with Bron Breakker. They see him as the franchise player of Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit of a news tidbit / secret. So, Bron Breakker is not listed as a heel internally.
Interesting. Is he a tweener?
He isn't listed in either side. But they like the way the company sees him is they look at him as like a tweener, like slightly leaning babyface actually, and over time he'll slowly kind of like veer in that way anyway. The thing is with his characters, they want to keep him like a shit talker and a badass and a guy who's willing to just tear up anybody, but he's not like a villain, if that makes any sense. Like he played heel for his introduction and for Sami Zayn, but what you're going to start to notice is more that he's just kind of the gatekeeper and the ace and like the John Moxley, like 2022 Moxley. You'll see it more like if it isn't already apparent, you'll see it more in these coming months. But I say all that to say, Triple H calls him the ace.
I see it because with him, it's kind of a thing. You saw it like when he first came. He speared Ilya. No, he speared Rico. Then he speared Ilya. Then he speared both of them. And then when Ludwig Kaiser thought he was just safe, he speared Ludwig Kaiser too. So we'll see where he goes.
MBD's rolling their eyes. I'm just telling you what it is. Like Bron's basically a tweener to the WWE, and he's gonna like lean further. It's why you see him saying things like, "We got any dogs out in Portland?" and all that type of stuff.
I need to know where my dog's in Portland.
The priority with Bron Breakker is to make him cool rather than to make him disliked. Is the bottom line at the moment.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Portland. I knew they were going to be a great crowd. They were a great crowd for a takeover a few years back.
They were strong last night.
Thank you for the super chat. Hush 199. Has Cody ever done a 3 like Big Rome? I see 1.9s.
Anyways, thank you for the super chat.
No, he did once. The night after WrestleMania. And that was it.
Yes, popped a huge number with The Rock.
Never did again. Berkey 199. Is it crazy to say that EO Bianca TV match of the year?
It's not my TV match of the year, especially if we go with all the companies. Like if we count AEW, there's probably something there that like I would say take. Like I remember that Takeshita Darby match in January was amazing. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. And in WWE, my TV match of the year is I would say whatchamacallit, Bron Breakker and Ilya, the last one, was phenomenal. I thought Sami Chad in Montreal was tremendous. I thought the gauntlet match that Sami became the number one contender for Mania was phenomenal. I thought DIY versus Street Profits was tremendous. I thought Randy AJ was great, and then I would go with Bianca and EO. But this is definitely the best women's match, regardless of company, on TV this year. I had a great time, and I loved the match.
No, definitely, and I hope we get to see more shit like this on Mondays, and we'll get into it kind of because yes, guys, we are actually talking about the show this week. So yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it more when we get on the show this week. Thank you for the super chat. Anwar Starwind, $2. Is the Yeet Man a system QB like that Purdy kid?
I'm crying. I don't know. Do you think Yeet Man's a system quarterback, Rob?
Yeah. If you put him in the right system with the right players, and you put him in the system where he can bounce off of other people's intensity, then yeah. But when he's just doing shit by himself and going yeet 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 all night long, it's pretty bad. So definitely put him in the system where it has to be a serious environment, and he'll thrive. I at least that's what I think. So thank you for the super chat. Mike Stevens, $4.99. Who do you think wins each Rumble match? Meaning the win of the win.
I think it's too early to call. I think if Punk beats Gunther, Seth is winning the Rumble.
You said who?
I think if Punk beats Gunther, that Seth is winning the Rumble.
I just don't know because I don't know if Punk is beating Gunther yet.
I think John Cena has a shot to win this Rumble.
Yes, I definitely Cena's like one of my favorites. And not just because that's my guy. I genuinely think they could do something where Cena goes to Mania and actually tries with Gunther to win the title. But I just don't see Gunther losing before he has a TV title defense. I don't see it.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call. I think it's a little early. John Cena has a real shot though. I think John Cena has a serious shot to win this thing.
No, definitely. And with the women,
I have no fucking clue.
No idea, bro.
Charlotte might win that bitch.
Yeah, Charlotte might come back. She might come back and cash her Charlotte in the bank on the Royal Rumble match.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bow down to the queen.
Woo! Yo, she really does have a Charlotte in the bank every time she
Bro,
comes back.
remember she pulled up on Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey's like, "Yo, you want a title match right now?" And she's like,
yes, bitch from Charlotte.
I guess. She's like, I guess so. If you really want to do that, that's why I had a fucking panic attack a year ago when Io won the title. And she
I thought she was catching a fucking figure eight, bro.
I was about to be like, yo, and Peach was like, yo, can you calm down? I was like, no, bro, you know what Charlotte be doing, you know what she be on,
bro. When the first like 3 months of Io's reign, I just kept thinking every week, like, Charlotte's about to end this shit, isn't she?
Bro. Every time her music hit, every time they had a match, you always knew Charlotte might win the title. So thank you for the super chat. Corey David $2. Javon and Cedric versus Miles and Tavion.
Miles and Tavion versus Javon and Cedric. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty.
Jeez, yo,
Cedric kind of sucks. Cedric kind of sucks now, but Javon is awesome.
Cedric is like
Cedric fat,
like he does all his 205 live stuff at 0.5 speed now. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's in Unk mode, which I get. You know, I'm in Unk mode too.
That's why he's like, yo, I'm gonna resign and just go to NXT, bro, so I can just teach these young kids how I used to do my thing. But Miles Bourne, bro, Miles Bourne is not great. Like, yeah, but if he definitely stays there a few more years, I feel like he could improve and really becomes like his drop kick is literally identical to Randy's. But
he's a nice athlete, and Tavion Heights, like I said, Tavion Heights could be something. And he had a really nice run in the N1, and I hope the match is really a showcase for him.
Yo, who else was in the N1 from NXT, bro?
I think it was just Tavion.
Oh, that's yeah. That nigga really broke Kotoge's neck. That was crazy, bro.
Kotoge, yeah. Kotoge is actually going to be back. He's teaming, bro. They're doing this thing. I forgot who was on what team, but Nagata's in the match. Akiyama, Goshizaki, and Kotoge. I forgot who's on what side, but they're doing that at this like special like Yuji Nagata show. I think the show's called like Blue Justice or something.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, right? Yeah, like Gosh goes in it. Well, it's crazy. All these motherfuckers are broken, but they're gonna just fucking piece it together and just wrestle. These dudes like Goshizaki
for big Blue Justice, baby.
Goshizaki should be at home, bro. Like, you know, like,
definitely. How many times you got? How many times? Oh no!
What happened?
Oh no!
What happened?
Chris Brad $4.99. Yo, Rob E. Wubbo Brick Mode. Let's get #freaky.
That's not the real Chris, right?
That is.
No,
that
it's not.
literally is. He has that profile picture, bro.
That's not Chris, bro.
Bro. What the fuck?
That's not. Someone screenshot this. Tag Crystal Brett on Twitter and be like, yo, is this you for real, bro? That's not Chris.
Yeah.
That's a parody account, bro.
I'm gonna leave it up for about 10 more seconds. Get your screenshots in. But yeah, going back to I feel like that show should be really good. So all right. Thank you. Next super chat. Brendan Thomas $1.99. You booking NXT would be bullshit. No disrespect.
No, it wouldn't. No,
I feel like Evil would just do the stuff that he wanted to do, and I would bring back.
I would do logical, focused, simple wrestling for adults.
Yeah, I would
still let the ladies shine. I'd do more of. Do y'all remember? I think it was Great American Bash Week 1 or whatever the fuck, where it was the Fatal Influence girls versus Sol Ruka and Lola Vice and Carmen Petrovic.
Yep.
I would literally just book tags like that where Sol Ruka could do that fucking corkscrew plancha moonsault thing to the outside and shit like that. I'd book tags like that. I'd push Tavion Heights as a singles killer. I'd put Javon Evans in positions where he can showcase his athleticism. I'd let Fraxium do their thing more often. I'd let Oba be Obafemi, but I'd also strip out like a lot of the really cringeworthy skits and bullshit, and you would not see gimmicks like Wendy Chu.
If me and Evil ran, bro, cringy skits are going out for NWA style fucking backstage interviews and shit, bro.
Interviews where you can get to know the talent better. I'll still be having there'll still be character development, and you'll still get to know these people, but not in the ways that they do it it now, where it's these fucking Disney Channel scenes and skits where, you know, people are always in the locker room like, I just don't know if Riley Osborne likes me, you know, like. So,
bro, I would fucking bring back the cruiserweight division, give Javon the belts to show niggas what he can do with the belts before I give him the NXT belt. It's so easy to book a wrestling show. It's just unfortunate that Shawn Michaels is
I'm not turning NXT into match graphics. What is this motherfucker talking about?
Bro.
Well, I'm not Tony Khan.
Guys, not every big. Okay, guys, this is gonna come as a surprise. This is gonna blow your mind. Not every big match that you've ever seen started out as a big match on a pay-per-view. It usually happened first on a TV or a house show. So people have already seen it.
Well, beyond that, though, it's just like they think my idea of booking is like just cool matches with a K and a Z at the end. No, I mean, obviously, you want to book good wrestling because good wrestling is better than bad wrestling. But like, bro, I have watched so many different eras of professional wrestling television from different countries and companies. All right, I think I have a decent handle on what is effective.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Why
you
not?
don't need a third Raw or SmackDown.
Why not? Why not? This is why. But no. This is why when niggas like, and I'm not shitting on Melo, but this is why when niggas like Melo, niggas like all these people come up to the main roster, they get no fucking reaction because all y'all want to do is do NXT Disney Channel skits, bro. No, we're not doing that. We're doing you go on the show and wrestle. You're on national TV wrestle.
I mean, here's the thing. My version of NXT would be its own thing though. Like it wouldn't be exactly like Raw or SmackDown because that's not where my instincts are. It'd be closer in tone. I don't know, man. Listen, man. If y'all like it, that's good for you. You know, I'm not here to shit on people's whatever. I just know that I would handle.
Nigga, you think I want it? You really think I want it? Yo,
Tricky Magician is going on CW and starting to do NWA is crazy, but I'll fucking do it again.
I'll do it, nigga. I did a whole Great American Bash store on 2K for like a month.
Brother. Doing NWA with the NXT roster would be godly.
Bro, like what are niggas talking about? What are niggas talking about right now, bro?
Brother. Like, come on, dude.
But looking into the camera, looking at Tony D and being like, yeah, I can't accept the things that you said about me. And when we finally meet in that ring in the Omni,
man, I'll hire a fucking 35-year-old local Orlando newscaster, and it'll be like, we're backstage here on the scene with Javon Evans. Mr. Evans, can you tell us about your mindset going into the night's match? Blah, 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 blah. And he'll be himself, and he'll be real, and he'll have fuck y'all niggas, man.
Yo, what are niggas? I'm about to say, like, what?
Rob, they want to see the sleep paralysis demon. They want the pillow. They like watching what's her name? Fucking Tatum Paxley playing with dolls. You know,
I would much rather, and I like Tatum Paxley, but I'd much rather see her doing her 450s than playing with dolls. So, yeah, thank you for the super chat. Wrestling is dead. Thank you for the super chat. Hush 199. Io Valkyrie have the highest ceiling in the Fed.
What does he mean by highest ceiling? I mean, that match would be fucking
like
that match would be fucking gas. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, all I know is I'm excited to see what Stephanie and Julia do, and I think they're both going to be main roster stars. I think like they're just fucking look at them. You know what I mean? And look at how WWE's been posting Julia on their socials. So,
bro, yeah, definitely. Yo, Stephanie Valkyrie was going viral as fuck over the weekend, bro. So we'll see. Thank you for the super chat. Corey David, $5. What does Tony think of Bianca, and what would her free agency look like if she was free?
I have no clue what Tony Khan thinks of Bianca.
I would imagine he thinks she's good, but at the same time, Bianca's not going anywhere as long as Montez Ford is working for World Wrestling Entertainment. So
I have no clue about any of those things. So I'll tell you guys something about me. If I know something, I'll tell you. If I know something and I can't tell you, I'll at least try to give you as much as possible. But if I don't know shit about something, I'm not going to pretend. And I could have pretended here or inferred or even guessed. Other people will guess. I'm not even going to guess. I have no clue what Tony thinks of Bianca, and I don't know what Bianca's plans are when it comes to her long-term future with WWE.
No, definitely. Thank you for the super chat. Chris, Brett, we already went through Chris's super chat, so I can, if that is Chris. Mid take 0 with $9.99. Look up Extreme Rules 2018 and Super Showdown 2019 really quick. Triple H is miles ahead of old Vince. There could be 8 matches on Bad Blood.
I'd love that to happen, Rob. Would you complain if they added an hour to Bad Blood, right?
No.
And no, because here's the thing. Did you hear Dave report that they're going to do 6? He said that they're adding Sami and Gunther, which would make the show 6 matches so far. And they're starting early because UFC is going to be at like 10, I think, or something like that. So they're doing 6 p.m. Would you complain about a 4-hour show, right? Get the gunshot. Do you have the soundboard ready?
Yes.
Rob, just think about this card, right? 8 matches. I didn't even say anything yet, but 8 matches. 8 matches, 4 hours, Atlanta, right? You got CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in the Hell in the Cell. You got Falls Count Anywhere, Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed. Io and Kyrie against Jade and Bianca. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. You got Big Nia doing her thing in the defense. Sami Zayn and Gunther. And Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. The Dream Team. The Big Two. The Tribal Kingdom. Taking on the Bloodline. Is that not a better show? Is that not a fun lineup? You know,
bro, that's a better. But the thing is, the funny part is, they don't even need 4 hours. You could do a 7 or 8 match card in 3 hours. All you have to do is stop doing 15 minutes of Snickers ads, nigga. We don't care.
And you know what's the funny thing about it, Rob, is like WWE will tell me like, well, we have like a certain quota of ad time, and even with that, I think you could still shorten these shows. There's so many video packages and fucking long entrances and backstage deals. Like, I don't think every match needs a video package, low key. I think some of these, nigga, you could just tell me the story, bro. Just tell me the story. Put a little thing in the corner, you know. What's
Crystal
up?
Bread $9.99. Yo, let's turn the Raw Pod into the Freaky Pod. Send me a link. I'm trying to make a cameo.
I mean, I'm kind of scared, but you could send him a link.
I got you.
I don't know what you got going on though.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. I would much rather them do 7 matches, 3 hours, and do what they did at WrestleMania, which is you do the match, but on the electronic billboards and the little barricades that you like to put up and the fucking thing on the apron, put the fucking advertisements on there. Use that to advertise whatever the fuck you got to advertise. But bro, you play the same Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes packages every show. Nothing about them are different except a few added clips, and 90% of them are from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I just think that there's ways to shorten the show even with the ad time.
Oh, it's so easy, and they're making it difficult.
I think 8 matches in 3.5 hours is reasonable. I think it's possible.
It's doable. But it depends on them to make it doable. So.
We have a great live house. We have 272 live viewers, which is amazing, guys. Please continue to support. Like the video if you haven't. Please like the video. I'm serious about this. Like the video, and just keep the super chats rolling. I don't mind going extra long on this podcast, so just go for it.
Keep the super chats rolling. KO 50 Mexican pesos. Punk gets the NXT reigns tomorrow. Who gets sent to the Shadow Realm? Who gets hard reset? And who does he select to be the main faces and heels?
I won't answer this question completely because then it would what's the word? People would run with it and go, oh, so CM Punk doesn't like wrestlers A, B, and C. I can tell you that he wouldn't do the Wendy Chu gimmick. I can say that. He wouldn't do that gimmick. He wouldn't do that gimmick for Tatum Paxley. Who would get hard reset? I think Tony D's crew gets reset. I think Wendy Chu gets reset. Who does he select to be his main faces and heels? The people that are like Trick Williams would still be the man. CM Punk loves Trick Williams, and Roxanne and Julia would still be at the top. So like the tippy top doesn't really change, to be honest with you. It would just be a completely different show.
No, definitely. And I feel like I feel like he would just hard reset everybody. I don't feel like I feel like there's a few specific people he would cut, but I feel like he would hard reset nearly everybody and just do what he wanted to do with them. No ditster. Thank you for the super chat. Hush 199, is DG's contract up by the time CW NXT starts?
I can't comment on that.
Not yeah, we can't. None of us can really comment because we don't really know when. So, thank you for the super chat, and that is the last super chat for now.
Did you send Crystal Bread the link?
Yeah, I sent Chris the link.
How stoned is this nigga? Like, what's going on with him? Is he on acid again?
I have no idea. Oh, he tweeted. Did you see what he tweeted?
Nah, what did he say?
He tweeted a picture on his account and he said, "Yeah, it was me with that fucking Timmy Turner gift."
What's going on? Why is he on his Shannon Sharp? Like, what's going on with that?
Yo, this nigga.
I just yeah, I don't know. Oh shit, the live chat started going I emoji city when I said I can't comment on that, but I just can't comment on that.
Oh shit.
No, oh no.
Yo, it was good, Chris.
How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's good, guys? I appreciate the spot.
Yo, Chris,
good, bro.
Chris, what's up with the super chat, bro?
Nah, I was just feeling real different today.
Yo, Chris, can you do me a favor? If you're gonna do this, can you tweet out the link and be like, "Yo, tap in. I'm at the Raw review feeling different," or something like that?
Yeah, I'll tweet the link. I'm not gonna be here for a while. I just wanted to say a couple things. I'll tweet it out. I'll tweet it out. Yeah.
You good, bro?
No, I'm straight. I'm in the kitchen right now. I'm making sausage Alfredo. Well, I'm like meal prepping it.
So you still on them Blicks?
Yo, I got these Cajun style Adula smoked sausages, no pork.
What's your favorite kind of sausage, Chris?
There's these things from I used to live in this place called Beaumont. It's like a couple hours away from Houston. These like sausages are called Zumos.
Mm-hmm.
Those just fire. Those are my favorite.
Bro, why don't you turn your camera on and show us what you're working with, bro? Let's get like a
nigga, because I'm cooking. And whoa! Show you what I'm working with. What?
Yo, come on, bro. Yo, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, come on, bro.
Like, bro, like, come on, man.
No, bro.
This
Why
nigga.
you say it like that, bro?
How much baby oil you got in your crib right now, you boo?
I have zero.
That nigga said, Chris. Oh.
That's crazy. but you know, on a serious note, for those who don't know, I took a step back away from podcasting and Russell Pierce, but I just want to say to Rob and Ibu, I really appreciate the Raw review, man. Obviously, I'm not a huge WWE fan.
Right.
I don't even watch Raw every week, but it's a good podcast, bro. It's like my favorite wrestling podcast. You know, and it's like it's a testament to how good you two are as podcasters. You know,
that means a lot, Chris. A lot of people have told me that, like, yo, I don't even really care about WWE like that, but I just like listening to y'all. Or like, oh, yo, I keep up with WWE through y'all's podcasts, and like, to me, that's a huge compliment, because like it's one thing if you watch the show and you're just excited about it and you want to hear what niggas got to say, but like if you don't even care about like the content like that, but like you just enjoy the vibes of the pod, like, that's great, you know. And that's what I want to foster here as an environment is folks. If you just like hanging out with us, like that really means a lot to me. You know, it's really more about that to me than like the actual coverage. Even though I do think me and Rob do a good job with covering the show. So, Chris, I appreciate that, and I'm glad you enjoy.
Yeah, man. You know, I wasn't even finished talking, but you cut me off. That's cool.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying, yeah, it's a testament to how good you two are as podcasters, and like this is the only wrestling pod I listen to, and it's for a show I don't even watch every week. Like the Raw review, the 2 weeks I did the Raw review was like maybe the funnest I've ever had doing the Wrestle Pierce podcast, other than like Prime on Pierce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
bro.
yo, Chris, you were on the episode where Dwayne beat the shit out of Cody.
Yo, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but those 2 episodes I was on when The Rock was doing his thing, those are all-timer episodes of the Raw review. I cannot check.
Bro, we went like 3 hours on that shit or something. It was amazing.
Rock had me feeling different.
All right, bro.
What?
Is that why you're roasting a glick right now? Is that why you got that going on?
Brother, I am making sausage Alfredo, not just sausage.
Did you tweet the link yet?
Yeah, she did.
All right. Yo, while you were giving us this like wholesome speech, everybody in the chat was waiting for the punchline.
I'm not gonna.
Everyone's like, all right, so where's the swerve in this?
Yo, they was like, yo, so this thing is really just glazing. Oh, this is crazy.
He's like, nah,
Yo, but it's crazy. I was thinking about this earlier, like 10 years ago, when I was like watching JD shit and watching Solid Monster shit, and come on, bro, watching Solid Monster shit and watching all their shit, and if people used to tell them, yo, I keep up with the show, like you said, Ibu, through your show, and to have niggas telling us that now is like, it's actually fucking crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's beast. Last week, Chris, I don't know if you heard us last week. We didn't even review Raw.
Bro, we didn't talk about one second.
I didn't watch last week. I was busy, but I heard at the beginning of this show, y'all said we're actually gonna review Raw this week.
Yeah, we didn't. That's the power of me just running the show.
Bro, we literally just did super chats for an hour.
We did super chats. We were chilling, and I was like, "Yeah, I thought this was cool."
We were like, "Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool." All right, y'all. Get your super chats in.
Y'all be making OD bread off this podcast, huh?
I mean,
it's a little money maker, huh?
The rent is expensive, brother. You know, so
yeah.
I appreciate everybody that sends us money to talk wrestling. You know, it's why I go out of my way to be annoying to AEW and WWE, because nigga, that's the thing, bro. The reason why this news reporter thing, I can't do it full time, because you really got to be an annoying ass nigga, Chris. A man having to hit up, like, I won't drop names, but man having to hit up company officials, and you're just like, hey, can you comment on record about this thing? Hey, what's happening here? What's happening here? What's happening here?
Hey, listen, I heard from this guy. Who heard from this guy? Who heard from this guy?
Bro, if I was in the business, I'd be like, nigga, leave me alone. Shut the fuck, goddamn, nigga, leave me alone. You know?
And then you gotta fucking have a assortment of gifts you gotta drop instead of actually dropping the news type shit.
Nah, see, I'm not a gift poster, but my point is, I go out of my way to do that. I will bother AEW, I'll bother WWE, knowing that in doing so, I can come away with at least a little bit of info that I could give the audience. And to me, it's like I'm doing a service for the public. I'm giving the people something. I'm giving it to them for free, and it's a worthy trade-off. So,
all right, you not Malcolm X, nigga. Stop acting like what you do is just the hardest thing in the world. What the? This nigga said a service to the people. What are you talking about?
That nigga said, hold on now.
Service to the people is crazy.
That nigga said, whoa,
like it's Social Security or some shit.
Nigga act like he's dropping off stimulus packages. What are you talking about, bro?
That nigga said, don't forget what you are now.
Let me stop. But I'm kind of, sometimes I'm watching the show.
Yeah.
I don't want to say jealousy is the right word, but like, this is how I envisioned
podcast.
Most of Wrestle Pierce being. And it's no one's fault, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if the Dynamite review was like this, I think it would help a lot,
yeah.
Because I feel like the basis of the Dynamite review is we're just going to talk about Dynamite, give our opinions. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously. There's still a big audience for that, but like,
at its core, like this thing is at its best when it's guys having a great time, just like laughing and hanging out.
Yeah, shout out Monty. I'm always grateful that Monty gave me a platform on WrestlePeers a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the reason Monty got me and Rob, Rob, Ibu, Ao, and other people is like because he used to be in our spaces and we used to have these long spaces where we were just being authentically ourselves.
Wait, is that Joe?
Yo, Joe, I don't know. You said Joe.
Joe,
He
grab
said
the
he
link,
got
brother.
on the verge of tears.
Yo, Joe, yeah, Joe. I think you should pull up. I don't know, bro.
I need a link, brother.
Fuck
link,
Joe,
link
pull
Joe,
up.
bro.
Pull up, bro.
Yo, Joe, let's get a cameo, bro. Fuck it. Yo, Rob, send him a link.
I got you.
Yo, live chat. If we get 20 comments, I need 20 comments saying Brad and Joe, and me and Joe will start a movie podcast. I need it, bro. Me and Joe will start a movie podcast.
This shit just exploded into like a crossover event. That's amazing.
But yeah,
This is why this is my favorite show.
It's a great show, man. You know,
Yeah,
and this will be the only praise WWF will be getting from me.
Chris, how you feeling about how you feeling? I was gonna say how you feeling about AEW's tag division, but let me not do that.
Yeah, all right, bro. You nigga want me to get on here and say slurs.
Rob,
Yo.
did you send Joe the link yet?
Yeah.
That MXN Acclaim picture. Oh my god, bro.
the who in Acclaim?
Fucking Maximum Male Models.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it's not an AEW show, so I'm not gonna get too much into it. But bro, if you say you don't like the Outrunners, fucking Maximum Male Models, niggas get real.
Oh no, they love the
defensive.
AEW. This chat loves the AEW slander around here. I don't know if you noticed.
Well, I'm not gonna give these fucking niggas what they want.
Yeah, okay. Chris, they were fighting with me, calling me a bad booker because I don't want to fucking do Disney Channel skits on NXT.
Yo, we would just turn NXT into like a sub NWA, old school NWA show with like mixed in hybrid wrestling in between.
Bro, they
were like, no.
They're like, oh, he's gonna get kicked off CW. All Evil wants to do is put match graphics because I don't get it, dude. I don't know.
Yo, niggas be like, yeah, I'm gonna book some good wrestling, and niggas start going,
I just want to make jokes.
I walk in on the first day. I'm like, I want to do good angles, good promos, and good matches, and niggas are like,
Bro, like, there's a way to do good not backstage, good vignettes, bro. NXT just don't do them. Bro,
you know, I'm not
I will
even
never forget.
What's up?
I will never forget that nigga Dijak and Ilya were having a great feud, like in ring wise. And then there'd be these vignettes where this nigga Dijak just kidnapped Ilya and put him in a room and shit. I was like, what is going on here?
Yo, Chris, we'd come back from commercial, and all you hear is, come on here, nigga. And you're like, what the fuck? And then, bro, you see Ilya's face, and I'm like, bring it on.
Keep
another round. And Dija's like, another round. And like, you cut to another match. And you're like, yo, what's
keep
going
in
on?
mind, they never explained if Dijak was a cop or just a private investigator.
Speaking of, yo, I'm not a huge like fan of Donovan Dickhead's antics, but at this point, yo, put him on a tag team in AEW, bro. Let's get some shit popping, bro. He has a role now. Dance for me.
Joe said I sent him the YouTube link by accident, and I think I did.
You're a fucking.
I forgot the copy it from. I forgot the copy it from. Yo, listen. It's been a long day.
Yo, okay.
Send him StreamYard.
Am I supposed to put cream? Am I supposed to put whipping cream in Alfredo?
Wait. Is it heavy cream or is it Joe Big Boy?
Yeah.
The full horsemen are here, right?
I'll never retire.
Yeah. If you ask me,
that's what I'm talking about.
Fire me. I'm already fired.
We were talking about some real shit I heard, so I hope
Yo, me and Joe will be getting a cut of this check, right?
Damn right.
Chris came on, Joe. Chris felt like the drunk uncle at a family gathering who gets the mic, and he's like, "Hey, let me tell y'all, I love y'all, man. I love my family. Here's the problem with Albert, though. You know, I love him. He owed me
Wait.
money.
Who's Albert, bro? Who's Albert?
I don't know, but like,
Oh,
you're like, yo,
okay.
what's going on here? You know?
Bro said this is the way it should always be, brothers.
What the fuck? Oh my god!
I watched the Raw review and I get real patriotic. I start throwing up that motherfucking one.
Chris really said, "Give me a link. This is some real fucking shit right here. This is a real show." He said, "I get jealous when I hear this shit."
we got hella wine emojis in the chat.
Yeah,
Wine glass emojis in the chat.
I can't lie, Joe. Just do that. Do your pod at 5, bro. It is what it is.
Look, bro, I got people booked, but you know, you guys have got like a Raw still to review, I think. So I'm not gonna plug it in.
Yeah.
Yo, Chris, Joe was supposed to do a show at like 2, right? Or 2:30. And he didn't want to compete with me. And we were talking about it. He said, I'm gonna do that at 4. And then Chris at 3:30 I texted him and said, not gonna lie, bro, I'm not gonna make 4. Like,
That's crazy.
We're not in this shit at 4.
It is what it is, right? People can catch up on day. There's so much stuff. It's like we're gonna clash sometimes. It is what it is.
I'll try to. The thing is, see, I don't know if you listened to us last week, Joe. I didn't have shit to say about Raw, so we just did super chats and dipped. But I actually
you loved this Raw. You loved this show.
I was gonna say this show was good. So like, yeah,
dude,
tough.
I tweeted a picture of Booker T to pop myself, and I got like 8 replies like "SmackDown is cooked." I was like, "What the fuck?" It's like 4 a.m.,
Rob, check your DM.
Check my DM. Okay.
There's a man asking for a link.
All right.
Oh, we about to get
I'm
I'm
gonna wait for this.
I was gonna say, Joe, we need the visual. We need the visual on this first one.
No doubt. No doubt.
Right,
when the guys are done, we will probably be live, folks. We're gonna go live in a minute, but we'll, come over when the guys have done finishing talking about Raw, which is definitely what's happening here.
I'll try to end this show in 30 minutes.
You're fine. Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah. Rob, did you see it?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Oh,
This feels like it's like one of those moments in like hip hop where like we're like on the stage a bunch of niggas just pull up and reunite and some shit. It's like some Avengers shit. Rob, I'm gonna leave. Add me right back. I'm gonna fix my profile.
No, I got you. Good. But yo, this is fucking.
Shit, I kind of hate that guy. I can't lie.
I don't know. Kind of sucks.
Well, so how much of Raw have y'all gotten through?
None. we just been doing super chats.
Okay.
The super chats are kind of a problem. I mean, they pay well though, so
Joe, did you see the NXT fans just kicking the shit out of me for like 40 minutes?
I did. Yeah, I tuned in when you was like explaining how you booked the show, which was incredible. Definitely a normal conversation to have on a Raw review.
Fuckers telling me all I would do is match graphics and shit.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
So someone said to me that I get it kicked off CW. So I don't know.
They say, yo, why would I want to watch actual competitive wrestling? What the hell?
Hold on 1 second.
I feel bad for the people out there who, like, just want to hear your opinions on like the Bron Breakker skit or whatever, and we're just
and I'm like, fuck you, fuck. I'm on there like, fuck you, fuck NXT, Chris. How's your sausage going?
Whoa!
Yo, come on, bro.
Yo,
come on, bro. That's the third time.
This is the second time.
Is our 5th man pulling up anytime soon?
I believe so. Rob, double check with him.
Yeah.
Do you have any suspicions, Joe, on who this 5th man is?
All right. Yes.
I mean, I feel like
the 5th man is here.
Oh my god.
Let's do this.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The big man is back. The big man is back.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Yo, this place got more gentrified than a motherfucker since I left, bro. I go to StreamYard. I don't got a master key to just log in anymore whenever I want. Monty booted a nigga out the door. This shit is crazy, huh?
Hey, I walked in like, yo, what's going on?
Bro, Monty got his foot on the neck of the black man. This shit is crazy.
Yo, Ayo walked in. His favorite little furnitures aren't in the room no more. He's like, yo, where's my picture? What the fuck?
No funny shit. I got no stroke backstage no more, bro. Fucking Charlie leapfrogged me and shit. Shit, I'm about to start my own platform.
Imagine. Oh my God.
Welcome to LNG Gold, Big AO.
I'm crossing the line. I'm crossing the line.
Yo, hold the jersey up and shit.
And on that note, I'm going to go do a show. See you later, guys. This has been great.
That's dangerous.
Have fun. We're going to watch NXT show from 2014. Whenever the guys are done, feel free to join us over there. But have a good one, fellas. This was something. Stay
This
safe.
is fun. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone.
Appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you.
Good shit,
Yeah,
Joe.
this is
What
turned
is
into the
Large
podcast.
AO doing in the gold zone?
Let me see what the crowd is. Let me see what the crowd is doing.
Monster Pop as always, son.
Is
Monster
it? I
Pop.
was saying, did you get a monster pop? Because
Monster Pop.
we're in drone zone, so I don't know if.
Monster Pop, bro.
No,
Nobody,
they're still going crazy. Your Overlord Dan said, "Mark is next. Mark is next." Rob, throw him a fucking link.
Bro, for the most part, 90% of the Wrestle Purists audience, they understand that, like, I'm joking
It's
with
joking,
my WWE slander. They don't fucking cry and take it to heart and fucking threaten to kill themselves and shit.
And
So,
then there's
you
that
know,
five. There's that
And
5%.
there's that 5% that's just pure fucking freaks. But you
No,
know.
but that 5%, they run to me and they're like, "I like you, Ibu, but not that asshole AO who's just a."
Yo, it's crazy when they do the reverse between me and you. And I feel like it's more than 5% on the other end. I'm just like, bro, like,
You're the good
about
one,
wrestling he
Backup
likes.
Gang, man. You don't have those agendas like your friend. Can you tell him to stop calling these people, whatever? It's like, dude, leave
And,
him alone.
and yo, on the inverse, they're like, yo, AO's one of them good blacks. I'm like that big-lipped beast backup hangman. I hate that jigaboo.
It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Yo, AO, you saw what Cedric Alexander was tweeting, bro?
Yo, that shit, yo, come on, bro. Like, I was eating my lunch.
Yo,
Like, what is wrong with these niggas?
Like, what's going on?
Cedric Alexander, you was 37 years old.
He really tweeted like, yo, Swole put that shit on me, bro. Like, what do you? I don't need to know.
That is crazy. That is crazy. People work too hard to be seeing this shit, bro. Nobody asked for this.
Like, what the fuck, son? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, bro. How's your afternoon going, AO? How's work going?
I'm working from home today. That means I didn't get much done. Smoked a lot though. I'm about to go to the gym in like 30 minutes. I'm doing my thing, bro. I'm just a young black nigga doing this thing. You feel me?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a bit. I'm gonna just review Raw segments, and I'm gonna just ask you for your opinion based on how the segments sound.
Say less, because I haven't seen a single clip of Raw last night.
Yo, the show was awesome. It was
because sometimes, so like, Rob streams Raw for like the homies like every week, right? Like, so I might watch it. I might watch it through Rob like once a month, once every 2 months. And then maybe twice out of every 2-ish weeks, I see like all of Raw just through Twitter clips. But like most of the time, I don't see anything at all. So I'm gonna let y'all describe Raw to me, and without me seeing a single clip, and I'm gonna tell you if it was good or bad. I'm gonna tell you if it's a classic or trash.
With that being said, Evil, where is Raw last night?
They were in the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. And Joe Tessitore welcomes us to Monday Night Raw. We saw a lot of people coming into the building, Judgment Day and all these other wrestlers. We got a shot of CM Punk walking out of his car. Let me get the...
This sounded terrible already. What's going on?
Rhea Ripley was there. Priest, Judgment Day, Io, Kyrie, Bianca, Jade, Strowman, Bronson Reed. CM Punk comes out with his Bret Hart sweater, and the cold open walk segues right into the show because he walks out there, and the camera follows him, and he's dead serious. And he walks right through, makes his entrance. He doesn't do his cobbler in time. He gets in the ring. He doesn't do the, is it great to be alive on a Monday night or what? He grabs the mic, and he basically said, people have asked him how many more matches he had left. And the answer would make some very happy and others wildly disappointed. He said, I got more matches left than you guys would think. The crowd cheers.
Well, that's just not true.
He said, when I came back, I said I wasn't here to make friends. But I wasn't expecting that I was going to make a mortal enemy either, but that's exactly what I've done. He said the only way to end things with Drew McIntyre was in Hell in a Cell. And he said, I was naive to think that this would be over just because I touched 4 turnbuckles in Berlin. And he said, Drew was naive to think it was over too. He said, this probably should have been over when Drew sent me to the hospital again, but I was too damn stubborn. And he said, people ask me how many Hell in a Cell matches I have left in me. And then he said, my honest answer is 0. He said, my little sister and my wife begged me not to do this. The angel on my shoulder begged me not to do this. Punk wanted everyone to know, here's why I am going to do this. He said, what's it called?
But Ebro, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
I can't fucking do this, bro. Like this is crazy. So you know what? Ebu, Rob, you're my brothers. I fucking love y'all, son. Have a good show. Like you scaring the niggas, bro. Monday Night Raw is scaring the niggas away. And I'm terrified and I'm running away. You've motivated me to actually get some work done. All right. So keep up the good work. This is my favorite WrestlePeers pod, or only WrestlePeers pod I listen to it actually. But love y'all. I'm out. Right. Chat. Thank y'all for being cool. Yo, I appreciate the pop. It makes a nigga feel good every time I pull up, son. Yo, what is this Saquon Barkley super? Yeah, I'm out of here.
Wait, what happened?
What the fuck?
I think Marcus is here.
God damn, where's Party at? What's going on? Is this the right place?
It was good, nigga.
What's happening, man? I feel like goddamn both of James, bro. Where we at with it?
What'd you think about Raw, bro?
Raw? What's that?
I don't know, bro. You got anything you'd like to say, brother, before you just get this review out the way?
All I gotta say is I'm home. I'm free. I'm free of limitations.
Yes,
I'm free of the overlord known as Montel Bedford right now.
Monty's an overlord.
I'm just with my niggas right now, just putting in work,
Yo, imagine Monty just listening to this at work, like, yo, why is everybody beating my ass? Yo, Monty's gonna have his training day moment where he's just like, I built this shit.
Who says he already has it?
I'd be crashing out. I'd be like, yo, not gonna lie, y'all niggas on dick.
Yeah, he tough, right? He British. He eat shitty food and all that. He's a
tough British man. He's a tough British man. We appreciate you, Monty. Niggas is just playing around. But Marcus, we do appreciate having you on. Is there anything you'd like to tell the WrestlePeers audience?
I love y'all. It's been a long ride. I'm stepping out the territory tomorrow for the first time ever. Then I'll probably be on the Dynamite Review Thursday because business is business. Even though I'm a little under the weather, my homies that have taught me well, Ayo, Rob, Ebu, yourself, Joe Holbert, we make towns around this bitch. This shit don't stop.
Bro, did you hear Ayo's reaction to Punk's promo when I was reading it?
Yeah, he said, man,
nigga, I'm out of here. This is terrifying. He said, I can't do this.
He said, Raw is scaring the niggas away. Hey, man.
Who the fuck is this in a live chat? Is this nigga trolling me?
Probably.
This nigga in a live chat that says, is this Epu of WrestlePeers? What is going on?
They called you a Simpsons character. I'm crying.
Yo, I swear to God, bro. This nigga
got your head top.
Anyway.
I don't know what's going on.
It's so funny.
Yeah, fuck off, dude.
Come on, guys.
Marcus, is there anything else you'd like to share before we have to try to be fake professional for 20 minutes?
Nothing much other than I'm having fun being at the party. This is my first little popping on a Raw review or anything WWE related on this channel.
Yes, sir.
Just with the homies kicking it. As
nigga,
always,
this show is the forbidden door, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like we just
multiverse.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, anybody can pull up on this show. I don't give a fuck. You know.
Man, they got so proud. My mama in the back pulling up. She's like, "What's going on over here?"
I'm crying. Yeah, no, it's been a fun show. Joe popped up. Chris was cutting shoot promos. Joe just hanging out.
Yeah,
we're just doing our thing. We're doing our thing. So, Marcus, we love you, brother. We hope you have a good day. Best of luck to your team. Aren't you a Jaguars fan?
Why you had to bring it up, man?
Just,
hey, hold on.
Y'all team's not 2-0? Oh man,
come on now, man.
Must be very unfortunate.
Come on now, man. We embarrass ourselves in front of Hologram and Beast Mortals. You ain't gotta bring it up.
Hey man, y'all doing y'all thing, man. Y'all doing y'all thing.
We trying. Anyways, love y'all boys. Enjoy
All
our
right,
show.
man.
Peace.
All right,
Appreciate
brother.
it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Big Marcus. Special thanks to Marcus, AO, Chris, the OGs, Rob. What a
Hey,
cameo.
brother.
What a show this has been.
That was insane.
That was amazing. This is the podcast of the year. I don't know what y'all think. This is the podcast of the year. Perk Castagnoli said, send DG a link. You know what?
This is crazy.
You know what? I'm gonna send Daniel Garcia a link. Is he even allowed to do that? Like, are AEW wrestlers allowed to come on fucking WWE pod? Like, is that allowed?
Yeah, when he just comes on, he's like, "Yeah, I'll watch the show. It's pretty good."
Kimani came on and was like, "Yo, fuck AEW, son," and it's like, what?
He's just like, "Yo, wait, huh? What just happened?"
He just left.
I would end the show. I would immediately end the show.
I would just end the show. I would just
no outro. Just brother, we're cooked.
Yo, this shit is crazy. Oh, let me read who the fuck is this?
Somebody said Thunder Rosa will be reviewing WWE shows. Is that true?
Yeah, on Busted Open.
I'm crying.
She'll just be like, "Yeah, I thought Raw was good." And it's like, what are you doing?
TK is watching show with someone like, "Is this nigga serious? Is this nigga for real?"
I'm trying to find the fucking StreamYard link.
He's like that. All right, bet you losing Deanna. I'm getting this week.
Deanna versus Thunder Rosa 7. You're doing the job.
And this time you're losing in 5 minutes.
Keep fucking around. I don't know why it's not showing my profile picture on StreamYard. It's really fucking weird.
Buffalo got a couple of Nick wrestlers on there. They got her, Nick Nemeth.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What's Daniel's Twitter? Dan? Isn't the header name just DG, right? No, Garcia Wrestling. That's what it is.
Garcia Wrestling.
All right, let's DM him and see if he replies to this. Garcia Wrestling. I'm doing this live on air. This is so fucking funny. All right. Doesn't even pop up when you fucking. All right, hold on. Join the pod. All right. Anyway, so Punk was talking, and he said, "Where the fuck is it? I lost it." Oh, okay, here it is. He said, Punk said he once told Drew McIntyre that if he's pushed far enough, he'll become the devil. He said, "Well, the devil is here." He said the devil in his heart told him the only way this ended was in Hell in a Cell. The same heart McIntyre promised he would stop. Punk said, "Drew McIntyre, I can't promise I'm going to kill you because I won't make promises that I cannot 100% deliver on. So here's my promise. I'm going to make you bleed. And I promise that you're going to have to kill me because I'm prepared to die. I'm prepared for my heart to stop beating. I'm prepared for this all to be over with. I had a great career, and if this is the end, then so be it. I'm prepared for this to be the end of CM Punk. And if you're prepared for this to be the end of Drew McIntyre, then I'll see you in hell." I thought this promo, Rob, was fantastic. And I'm really glad that it was no games, no pandering. We're past that point. We're past the point of, is it good to be alive on a Monday night in Insert City? We're past the point of, thanking the fans. Like that stuff is fine. But right now, it's time to get serious as a heart attack. And on Twitter, I asked for Punk. I literally tweeted, I said, I want Punk to be serious, to look at the camera, and to mean business. And that's what he did. So I just, I was really happy with this promo. Punk used the phrases "kill" and "die." That's always some real shit, Yeah. And I fully believe, just off the promo, but just beyond that, I fully believe that this is going to be a bloodbath in Atlanta. What did you think of the promo?
Yes, I think it will. Like you said, it will be a bloodbath in Atlanta. And with as far as the promo goes, at first it was kind of like for me, but then I kind of understood what he was going for when he started looking into the because he's not supposed to come out and be like, hey guys, I'm glad he didn't come out and be like, guys, welcome to Monday Night Raw, and I'm so
Hi,
happy to be
guys!
here in fucking Portland, Oregon. I like that he came out and was like, Drew, I'm going to kill you. I might kill you in that cell. So I enjoy that he did that.
Absolutely. Kathy Kelly interviewed Sheamus about Pete Dunne. Sheamus said that Dunn really hit him where it hurts, not because she smashed his hand or his back, but because he took his dream away from him. The one mountain Sheamus had left to climb was to become the Intercontinental Champion. Now it was time to inflict pain on his protege. Dunn hated when people called him Butch. Tonight, Dunn would become his Butch, and the crowd chanted Butch. Pete Dunne versus Sheamus. 11 minutes, 2 segments. They hit each other hard, and it was a pretty good match, and you got some good near falls. Sheamus did a top rope Emerald Flosion, which Wade Barrett called a British Davey Boy Smith power slam, which it was not. It was a Flosion. And this was good, and Pete Dunne wanted to go for the shillelagh. He got thwarted, and he pulled out a cricket mallet and hit Sheamus and won the match. So Pete Dunne, the push of Pete Dunne continues. I feel like he's all over the fucking shows now, which, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take that over like The Miz. You know, he's a good wrestler. And he got a big win here over Sheamus, even though it wasn't clean. I thought the match was pretty good. What did you think, Rob?
I thought the match was really good. It especially gave Pete Dunne another chance to shine, which is always a good thing when it comes to newer guys on the roster. And I like the fact that they used the shillelagh to lead to the introduction of Pete's weapon that he used to use, which was the cricket bat. So, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Hold on, what the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. My DMs. All right, so after that, I gotta retweet this image. After that, we got our first notable backstage segment, Rob. Jay Uso approaches Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, and Jay said he knew Priest wouldn't want him out there for his match against Dominic Mysterio, but he wanted Priest to know that he'd be keeping his eye on it, and Priest said, I appreciate it. Xavier Woods approached them, and Xavier Woods and Jay were happy to see each other, and then he looked at Priest, and it was very clear that he still has tension with Damian Priest. Woods said that, I know we had our differences in the past, but he said that Priest wanted to do things on his own, and that the New Day want to do things on their own tonight against the Judgment Day. Woods asked them to stay in the back during the title match and kind of just leave it alone. And Priest was good with that and just told Woods, like, just beat their ass then. So basically, Woods doesn't want anybody to get involved in the tag title match because the New Day are challenging JD and Finn Balor. So keep that in mind. Woods and Jay left. Jay did a little yeet at Rhea Ripley, and then she kind of like was smitten by it, and she did her whole little like yeet with her hands. Miz was backstage with Braun Strowman. He wished Strowman luck against Bronson Reed, and just basically gave him encouragement. Natalya versus Zoe Stark, 7 minutes. This was totally decent wrestling. I thought, look, Natty's a pro, and Zoe's a good wrestler. And this actually had more heat than last week's pathetic match in Calgary. That awful women's trios match that had no heat was just like really sad to watch. This was pretty solid, and Portland chanted Natty, and they got into it, and she won. She won with I want to say it was a sharpshooter. I don't remember the fucking finish. It's been a day, but it was pretty decent. What did you think of Zoe and Natalya?
I liked it. I actually think that they should have waited. Well, no, and not that they should have waited. It's just that Calgary sucks. So, but I'm glad Natalya had an actual chance to have an actual decent showing and an actual wrestling town that cares about wrestling. So, that's I really enjoyed this match. Shout out Zoe Stark. She did her thing.
Absolutely. Someone said it's DG's birthday. Oh, I feel bad now because I didn't wish him a happy birthday. I just told him to join the stream. Backstage, we have another interaction. Kathy Kelly was trying to interview Rhea Ripley, but Finn Balor interrupted. Balor said that Ripley was just as bad as Damian Priest. And he said that she acted like they were a family, but she only cared about herself. He blamed her and Priest as the reason why he wasn't the world champion last year. He's really bitter about not winning the world title last year. He said it was their own fault that they weren't world champions now. Ripley said Balor, oh my God, what's going on here? Lost my place. Sorry, a fucking ad came on the thing. Ripley said that Balor wasn't going to lie straight to her face and rewrite history, that they were a family. All she tried to do was make opportunities for them and stop them from fighting every week. he could make her the bad guy in the story if he wanted, she said. And then she said that she and Damien would show them how bad they can be at Bad Blood. Basically, this was the segment where Finn Balor kind of gets to say what his character feels about Rhea, because they haven't really gotten to have this moment. Finn said, I had one more thing to tell you. When Liv was putting the moves on Dom and Dom was trying to resist, I was the devil on Dom's shoulder. I told him to go for Liv. I told him to forget about you. It was me. And she looked Rhea Ripley looked very like hurt, honestly. But right at that moment, Jey Uso stepped in and was like, was there a problem? And Balor said, no, there's no problem. Worry about the IC title because you're out of your league here. And then Balor leaves. Ripley told Jey that Balor had a point, and Jey was like, about you being out of my league? And she said, no, about the Intercontinental Championship. And then he said, don't worry about that. I'm on my way to the ring right now. So that was a good interaction, and he heads out to the ring. We're at the top of hour 2, Rob, and Jey Uso is scheduled to face Bron Breakker next week for the Intercontinental Championship. Jey enters and cuts a promo as the crowd chants yeet. Between sentences, of course. Jey Uso said that he wanted to become a singles champion since coming to Raw and since leaving the Bloodline. He didn't need anyone's help. He said he would finally win a singles title and become main event Jey Uso. Bron Breakker comes out with the Rick Steiner Beware of Dog jacket, looking like a fucking beast, looking like the ace. And he came out and he told Jey, he said, I previously told you to stay away. And yet here you are going after my title. Bron said that he knew that Jey wanted to prove to his family that he could do it on his own. He said Jey's been there for 14 years and was one of the biggest stars in WWE. But, I've done more as a single star in 6 months than you have in your entire career. Jey said, I did it without my father. Not Jey, Bron. Bron said, I did it without my father or my uncle. And I don't need my family's help or their name. I didn't even use their name, which is a reference. He's basically saying, bro, I'm a Steiner. I'm not even fucking milking Steiner clout to eat. I don't need it. And so it was a great line. It was a great line. He said that, and he said, this championship is my family. I fought for this title, and this title fights for me. He said, I'm a dog. That's what I do. And then he said, next week, I'm going to expose you because you're nothing without your family. And the crowd is like, oh, and I'm like, damn, Bron cooked Jey. And then Jey goes face to face, and he takes off his shades, and he said, I see it. I see it in you, Bron. You got that dog in you, Oos. He said, I'm not going to take you lightly, but I'm going to let you know that I've been winning championships for 14 years since Bron was in diapers. Jey's math might be a little off there, but he said,
I don't know how that works.
Yeah. He said, next week, I'm going to dog walk your ass. and then he said, your title reign is going to be short and sweet, just like your NFL career. And the crowd is like, oh, shit. And Joe Tessitore was like, Bron Breakker was on the practice squad of the Baltimore Ravens, and he didn't make the team. So, yeah, that was a good one there. Bron is pissed, got in his face, backed off, decked Jey with the right hand, went for a spear. Jey Uso spears him instead. This segment was fucking awesome.
This was amazing. And like I said, when we were going over super chats, I like that Jey, when in serious situations, it needs to be more often, but in serious situations, he knows when to, okay, it's time to stop eating and it's time to lock in. So this was great. Shout out to Bron. Bron is quickly becoming easily one of the best promos on the show.
He's just the man now. Like, he's really just become the guy. We got a backstage interview, interaction. Io Sky confronts Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair in the back. She was pissed at Belair for challenging Kairi Sane to a match despite her eye injury. Belair told Sky that she didn't make the match. She was booked, and she never backed down from a fight. Belair said that if Sane was injured, maybe Sky should take her place, and Sky accepted. It was time for Finn Balor and JD versus Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. So the bottom line here was a 2-segment match. The crowd was very into the New Day. Xavier Woods was fucking fantastic in the match. His hot tag and his action sequences in this match are great. He was fiery. Ultimately, the Judgment Day came out to try to interfere like the other Judgment Day members. And it was the LWO. It was Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Dragon Lee getting involved and interrupting there. And there's a big brawl on the outside. Kofi Kingston does like his little trust fall to the outside. Xavier Woods hits a limit break elbow. He has the win here, but the referee's turned around and he's on the outside trying to deal with the mess on the outside. So Woods couldn't get the win. And then when the referee gets back in the ring, Woods gets double teamed by he gets double teamed by Balor and Priest, and he loses to a coup de grace. After the match, Woods is trying to console Xavier Woods, and Woods doesn't want it. He's like, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this. No. So he's really, really upset about this. I thought the match was good. And there's more to come later. Before we get to that part, what did you think of the match itself, Rob?
I really enjoyed the match. The match
I thought Xavier looked great.
Bro, Xavier was going crazy in this match, bro. It was fucking insane. But like you said, it kind of took me out the ending. Because I don't know, for me, and I know they do this a lot in wrestling, but it's like really egregious nowadays. I just hate the whole concept of the referee like turns his 100% of his attention to a brawl I mean, I know it involved Kofi, but he turns his attention 100% around to like brawls that don't include people that be in the match, and it's really annoying. But needless to say, I get what they were going for with the story, though. So,
yeah. In the post match, Kathy Kelly tried interviewing Kingston, but he left to find Xavier Woods. Woods was down the hall screaming at LWO for getting involved. Kingston said that he was the one who asked for their help. Because Woods is going crazy at the LWO. He's like, "Why did you get involved? Why were you in my business? You cost me the match. You screwed me." And Kofi's like, "Whoa, yo, chill, bro. I told him to come out. I told him as their backup because you know he said at the Judgment Day they beat up Ray last week, so you know I got them involved." And Woods is like, "What are you talking about? Like, why?" You know, he's fucking exasperated. And Woods said, "Why do we need help? We never needed help. We never asked for help. Why are you trying to get all this extra help now? What's wrong with you?" And Woods said, "We never needed help before because we had E, and now it's just me and you." And Woods is like, "Oh, okay, it's just me and you. It's just me and you." And he said, "So you think I'm not good enough? You think I'm not good enough without Big E?" And Kingston was like, "No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant." And Woods said, "Why does LWO know this plan, but I don't?" And he said, "I don't know what's going on around. You don't tell me anything. We're not on the same page." He said, "I don't know what's happening anymore." And he walked off. And it was a great scene. Woods is very valid in his frustrations. He doesn't know what the fuck is happening. He doesn't know up from down. Kofi Kingston doesn't let him in on shit. He feels very, very insecure about his place in his team and in the company. And I mean, we saw it right there. Without Big E, the New Day are not the New Day. And Woods feels that Kofi himself doesn't believe in him. And that's why he's constantly looking elsewhere for help. I thought this was a great backstage moment. What did you think, Rob?
I thought this was great too because it really felt like Xavier is really frustrated with what's going on with his whole booking situation, especially when Kofi was like, "We used to have E, and now it's just me and you." Like everybody knew what he meant, but because Cross planted that seed in his head, he's like, "Yo, you trying to treat me like I'm little bro still? Like, what is going on here?" So I really enjoyed this segment, and it's really taking me like, bro. It's like people are saying in the chat, it made me really sad about Big E, bro, and like the fact that like he may never wrestle again, ever.
Yeah, we'll see where this goes. No, I don't want to accidentally spoil, but we'll see where this goes. It's interesting. Rey Mysterio was shown at UFC 306. Dominic was also there on the Sphere. We got a really good Bronson Reed video package. Quick side note, my issue with Bronson Reed in the past, Rob, was that besides not coming off menacing, his voice was like not that just scary because he doesn't have an intimidating voice. He has this very like, "Oh, I'm Bronson Reed." And I mean, that's just his real voice. You can't control that, right? But I don't know if you noticed now, Rob, he's basically voice acting. He just gave himself a new voice because in the video package, it's not like, "Oh, I'm Big Bronson Reed." Now it's like, "When I claim the next monster, I will show I'm the new monster." Like he just talks like that now. He's giving himself this fucking Vegeta voice. But if it works, it works. And Bronson Reed, if nothing else, is working right now. I think this is the best he's ever come off in his entire wrestling career. It was time for Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed. Rob, you want to describe this, sir?
Bro, this was one of the greatest segments I think I've seen this decade for Raw, and like probably one of the greatest segments, like top, bro. It was insane. It starts off with them getting in the ring, right? And Bronson doesn't even let Braun get in the ring. He tries to rush him before he can do anything. Tries to rush him. Goes towards the turnbuckle, crashes into the turnbuckle, rips the top turnbuckle off, right? And then after ripping the top turnbuckle off, he drops him with a choke slam. So then Bronson Reed rolls to the outside, And everybody's thinking,
Hold
okay,
on,
like,
quick pause, Rob.
what's
Because Monty's in the backstage chat. Monty, my keyboard's broken. That's why it's fucking like doing that. It's ignore that. Ignore me until I fix that. My keyboard's broken. Continue, Rob.
Anyway, he choke slams him, right? Then Bronson Reed rolls to the outside. And you're thinking, okay, what are they gonna do here? He,
Oh,
you know,
Rob, Monty wants to be sent up.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh
my God. It's not Monty.
Oh
Oh,
my
what the
God.
fuck?
Oh
Oh,
my
what the
God.
fuck?
Yeah, I knew it.
What
I
the
knew it.
fuck?
I had a feeling.
What the
You know,
fuck?
I had a feeling. I knew who
What
it was
the fuck?
in my brain.
I heard
In
everyone
my
was
brain.
joining. I wanted to crash the party.
What the
In
fuck?
my brain. I knew who it was. What's good, Murph?
What the? He totally worked me.
I knew it. I seen X and I was like, I never sent Murph the link.
Let's talk some WWE.
I'm talking to this guy. I said, "Who is this?" And he's like, "Oh, it's Monty." I'm like, "Okay, hey." And he's like, "Send me up real quick." I'm like, "All right, I guess Monty wants to stop by." It's fucking Murph.
Oh my God, bro. This is
Murph,
crazy.
you are the biggest WWE fan in Russell Purist. You were at the Royal Rumble. You were also at SummerSlam.
You know how much money I paid for both those shows?
Hundreds of dollars.
Zero.
Nobody believes you. You know, like nobody believes you.
Bro, I just like to yeet. I just love yeeting.
I wonder if is the Raw Review fan base like aware? Like, do they know you?
The chat's going. The chat's going a little wild. I got my Dan. He's a dumb guy, live guy. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
that's not like the bro. Like they are like legitimately. It's like the drone verse. In the chat.
I was gonna say like it is a bit of a different universe, but you did get a bit of a medium pop. You know when like
I'm like that NXT guy that like comes up and
and like some of the fans know him. You know, like
all the marks know him, but like everyone else like, why am I popping for this dude?
Yeah, exactly. Like
it's like it's not as bad as like when Deanna came up, and not as bad as the Lafayette DIY. It's more like when Ricochet and Alistair did that little run before Mania in 2019.
Someone, Perk Castagnoli said, Murph of Compton tickets.
Yes. The WWE loves me. They love when I eat, sleep, eat, repeat, and all throughout there.
Before we kick you out, Murph, because I do have to end this show in about 20
minutes. I just want to say hi.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Before you go, though, two things. Number one, who's your favorite wrestler in WWE?
Well, we got to do it with everybody saying, "Oh,
can I admit something to you?
Yeah,
Murph, can I admit something to you? You were right about him.
I was right.
You were right about him. Yeah. You were doing all that LA Knight bullshit last year, and I was basically like, man, fuck off. You know, like shut up. LA Knight is.
That man can work. He can work, bro.
Yeah, he's actually he's a good wrestler. he's pretty sick. He's pretty sick.
Second question before I leave.
Boris said Murph of Ebu Space. The other one, Murph, are you ready for Nick's tape this year?
I'm shaking thinking about it. I'm watching who's the kid we got from Marquette, Kolek. I was literally before this, I was watching a Tyler Kolek mixtape. So no, I'm at that point in the offseason.
All I'm worried about is how we're gonna replace Hartenstein's just contribution.
No, the backup center scares the shit out of me because we all know Jericho Sims is ass.
Sims sucks, Precious stinks, and Mitch can't stay healthy. So I'm kind of worried about
Mitch
that.
stays healthy, I think it's good. I wish we went out and made a move for Nick. I wanted Nick Richards in the offseason. That was the big move I was really into. But outside of that, I'm ready. I think we're a really good team. But thank you, Raw Review. This is my date. I've now been on every WrestlePure show except for Girls on Grap. So now I've made the rounds.
Yeah, Murph, thank you so much. Appreciate you. We'll catch you sometime around the way, man. Take care, brother.
Let's fucking go.
I'm really mad he successfully worked. I really thought it was Monty. And then like
bro, I was like for a second, I was like, yo, I kind of had an idea, but I was like, I never gave Murph a link. I was like, what the fuck?
How did he get it?
And then he changed it to Montel WP. So I was like, oh shit, okay, it's just Monty.
Bro, I'm in the live chat. I'm like, oh, I guess it's just Monty. Like, whatever. I don't know, man. Where were we? Oh, Strowman and Bron.
So, bro, so I'm gonna keep it brief. So then he goes and he rolls to the outside of the ring. So I'm like, okay, what are they gonna do next? Then Strowman tries to do the fucking the train thing, and then all of a sudden this skinny black guy in a Jey Uso t-shirt and some khakis just comes flying over the fucking barricade. And I'm like, yo, did somebody just attack Braun Strowman? No, they show the footage and it's Bronson Reed literally throwing a fan at Braun Strowman. Then Bronson Reed stumbles over to the other barricade where everybody usually gets speared through, right? Then he's like, shit, I got him. But then Strowman's like, no, you didn't, nigga. And he hits him with a crossbody through the fucking barricade. So then after he hits him with the crossbody through the barricade, Braun gets up. He goes in the ring. He starts being like, yeah, y'all see what I do. Y'all know what I be on. And then fucking Bronson Reed is walking to the back, right, being escorted, but he's still talking shit. And Braun sees him standing and talking shit. So Braun is like, all right, bet, I got you. He walks over to the stage area, trucks him again, pushes him into the crate again. Then Bronson Reed walks backstage. He gets pushed onto another crate into the wall, and then he starts throwing security guards around, throws somebody over a golf cart, flips the golf cart onto the security guards. Then after flipping the golf cart on the security guards, the same way he did, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Oh, no, yeah, it was last week. Bronson Reed comes out of nowhere with the tsunami and crushes Braun through the table. So when you think it's all over, right? Bronson Reed's walking away. He's like, finally, I got fucking Braun Strowman runs full speed and runs into him and puts him through a wall. This was one of the best done segments I think we've seen in the Triple H era, because it kind of seemed like both of these guys, they weren't really no-selling, but it was two monsters going at it. And every time their health bar would regenerate, it felt like they were respawning every time they just got up and kept going at each other. It was amazing. It was amazing. What did you think, Ibra?
This was fucking incredible. Rope breaks. Folks, for transparency, I usually watch Raw on a bit of a delay. I finish Worldwide and I usually have stuff to do. And then I start Raw like 30 minutes into the show usually. And I like doing that because I get to fast forward commercials. But so I'm on delay and I didn't get, like, when this match was happening live, I was on like a different thing on the show. And Rob is messaging me like, oh my God, holy fucking shit. Oh my God. And I'm like, what happened? And then Rob writes to me in my message, he writes, he threw a fan. And so I thought he meant like a plug-in air fan. I'm like, oh, so they took a fucking plug-in fan and he threw it at him. And then I watched the show and I see a random nigga flying from the corner of the screen at Braun Strowman. And I was like, oh, he meant a literal fan. Like he meant he just took a guy and just threw him. Like Jazz and fucking Fresh Prince. This was just remarkable. We're throwing fans. We're breaking ropes. We're breaking barricades. We're destroying things backstage. The fucking tsunamis. Breaking walls. This felt like the Mania 17 Kane Big Show Raven match, which is my little brother. That was his favorite match as a kid. So this is what I need, Rob. Like, we know that Strowman, like at his best, he's a guy that breaks things. Bronson Reed, that's kind of the wave he's on right now. He's like just a monster. He's destructive, right? So when these two fucking monsters clash, that's what should happen. They should be fucking causing destruction and terror. So I love this feud. Every time they fight on TV, I'm like so into it. I'm so fucking into it. I want them to have a Falls Count Anywhere match.
It's bro, that and I was thinking about this yesterday. I wanted to get your thoughts. It was just like, it feels like Braun is doing for Bronson what Big Show did for him, and what Mark Henry did for Big Show, and or what Big Show did for Mark.
People don't talk about it enough. 2017, Big Show was like already pretty much on the last legs of his career, but he summoned whatever the fuck he had left, and they had 2 or 3 matches. One of them was in a cage. One of them they broke the ring. And it was just these awesome big guy matches where like it just really helped Strowman as a character. And I'm in love with this feud.
Bro, it's crazy. And I just feel like this is could be the turning point for Bronson Reed's career if they finish this correctly. as to where everybody was just like, oh, who is this fucking guy that he does cool shit, but he gets no reactions. He's kind of boring. To like, okay, this could be a Hall of Pain type thing because he's already taken out, I think, like 2 former world champions in Miz and Rollins. So if he keeps going, he could take out another world champion, and I truly feel like this could be his Hall of Fame run if they keep going on the right track.
Yeah, Reed's been on a roll. He's been on an absolute fucking roll. After this, we had Ludwig Kaiser. Hold on, here it is. He approached Adam Pearce. God, there's still more to go on the show. There's a lot of good shit too. Kaiser was talking to Pearce. It's basically saying, "Where's Gunther's next challenger?" And Pearce was like, "Well, I think he might be coming out right now." And it's Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn cuts a promo, and he said that he got a big reaction. And he said, all week he's been locked in on the memory of standing in the ring with Bret Hart in Calgary. He meant what he said last week when he called Bret Hart his hero. He said last week was very motivational because he heard what Hart said about him and what it meant to be a champion. Zayn said that he wanted to be him and that he needed to be him and he needed to become a world heavyweight champion. He said he needed to be the guy who defended his title week in and week out, and that was the champion. That was the kind of champion the fans deserved. Unfortunately, the current champion Gunther has repeatedly declined his challenge. He said Gunther claimed that Zayn was not on his level. Zayn didn't believe that, and he didn't think Gunther did either. Zayn thinks that he's in Gunther's head. He said Gunther remembers what happened at WrestleMania, and that Gunther knows Zayn beat him before and can beat him again, and Gunther was scared. Kaiser interrupts. Kaiser calls it nonsense. Kaiser said that Gunther is the most dominant force in WWE, and if anything, he was trying to save Sami from the worst embarrassment of his life. Kaiser said WrestleMania was the greatest moment of Sami Zayn's career, and it was the first time Zayn's family looked up to him instead of down at him. Miracles didn't happen twice, so he encouraged Zayn to enjoy his moment because it would never happen again. Zayn said that Gunther didn't need Kaiser to speak for him. In fact, he didn't need Kaiser for anything. He said, Zayn told Kaiser, you don't need Gunther either. He said, I know you have the same desire I do. That's why you ditched your tag partner, Vinci. He said, but you're not going to earn Gunther. You're not going to earn people's respect as Gunther's mouthpiece. And he said, you should have the balls to stand on your own. Gunther enters and he goes right to Kaiser and he says, is there anything you'd like to tell me right now? And it was tense. And Kaiser looked like kind of like, I don't know, like it was kind of unpredictable what he's about to do. But he said, yes, actually. And he clocked Zayn and he beats up Zayn and he's grabbing Zayn from behind. And Gunther's like, they're kind of beating up on Zayn. And Gunther basically says, like, with regards to your challenge for my championship, the answer is no. And he walks away. So he walks away. Crowd is booing. Kaiser's still in the ring. Kaiser tries to attack Sami again. Sami gives him a German suplex. And Gunther's like standing on the ramp watching Sami as Sami did the suplex to Kaiser. So this is a good angle. The bottom line is it was just a good angle. What did you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It was just literally this angle was like, I love when they give Ludwig Kaiser chances to stand out on his own. I think he does really well in those situations where he has to talk for himself, and it makes people think that he doesn't just talk for Gunther. He actually does believe in himself. So, and I like the role that Sami tried to play. Gunther's still saying no pops me. Because we obviously know the match is coming, but he's just like, bro, I do not feel like facing you, bro. Leave me alone. So, yeah.
Backstage, we got a Liv Damian Priest interaction. Basically, Liv was like, your former teammates talk shit about you, right? And Damian Priest is like, you're a whore. That's basically what happened.
He's like, yeah, bye. No, he said it's sassy as hell. He said, bye, Sucia.
Yeah, exactly. Bisexual Undertaker. It was now time for Io versus Bianca. Bottom line, this is athletic. It was dynamic. It was snappy. It was smooth. It was beautiful. Best match on the show. Fucking awesome. And the crowd is getting into it, and they're chanting for both. Let's go, Io, EST, all that stuff. Tessitore was fucking busting a nut on commentary. And at the end of the match here, Bianca went for the KOD. You thought it was over, and the KOD got countered into a schoolboy pin. And Io got a big win on Bianca Belair and completely clean. Io beats Bianca. A fucking awesome TV match. We already talked about this earlier. These two are just the best women in the division, and I absolutely love this. What did you think, Rob?
This was great. We should do more stuff like this, and there should absolutely be more of a presentation for these two women in this style. The finish was great. And it just shows that Bianca should just, and I'm not hating, like I said, keep it short and brief. I don't hate Jade Cargill. I think she should be in NXT, and Bianca should be doing more stuff within the main event picture. Since like great stuff like we saw last night. So
we got a really fun video package for American Made. And they basically were saying we're done with those fucking Wyatt freaks, and we're going to show people like who we are and how.
Yo, them being like, yo, we're tired of being losers, so we're becoming wrestling Republicans. It's gotta
basically they were like, fuck you, fuck those Halloween freaks, MAGA, and then it was like, okay, I was like, all right, cool. Kaiser was backstage with Kathy Kelly. Ludwig Kaiser said he was going to expose Sami in the ring next week. Kaiser said Zayn wanted to speak about his past and loyalty, but Kaiser wants to talk about Zayn's. He said Zayn was best friends with Kevin Owens, but the two of them always turn on each other the second the other one finds more success. He said that's the kind of man Sami was, a sad, bitter man, jealous of his best friend and jealous of what he once was. He said Owens was once what Sami will never be, at least, a world champion. Next week at Raw is going to be in Ontario, California. Drew McIntyre will be back. Kaiser will face Sami Zayn, and Bron Breakker will face Jey Uso. I would expect a Dragon Lee versus Xavier Woods match on that show, too, which should be fucking awesome. This is beast. Ilya Dragunov was congratulating Jey Uso and wished him good luck against Bron Breakker, and they bumped fists and stuff. And Finn Balor's just like, hey, man, choose your friends carefully, man. Don't be fucking with Jey now because you're going to have a problem with us. And Ilya is like undoing his cufflinks. And I want everybody to get this visual. The entire Judgment Day is surrounding Ilya Dragunov, and he's not phased or scared. He's just like, bro, I'm with the shit, bro. You're trying to get right.
He's like, yo, I will take all you niggas right now and do something to all you niggas. Try me.
Yeah, which was godly. And JD wanted to smoke, and Finn was like, nah, not right now. So that was awesome. I like his portrayal there, and it looks like we're gonna get Finn Balor and Ilya at some point relatively soon. They wrestled at Worlds Collide 2020, I want to say. I think that was the show. Main event time, Damian Priest and Dominic. The bottom line is not much of a match itself, but the crowd is just so into like the storyline, of course, and they love Damian Priest. And basically, Damian Priest is just Undertaker now. Like he's literally just Undertaker. His babyface fire, they have the same in-ring appeal, basically, and he's just punching and slamming and throwing Dom, and people are trying to get involved. Rhea Ripley like tried to attack Liv Morgan, and she spears her like before Liv could get involved fully. Damian Priest is punching and beating up on Dom and Carlito. Finn Balor doesn't fully want the smoke, but he's there. Jey Uso comes out to even the odds. He eats a mean ass fucking spear.
Oh my god, it was
from
amazing.
Bron Breakker, and the show closed with the Judgment Day destroying Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, and Finn Balor gave Damian Priest like 3 coups de grace, I want to say. So good closing angle. Bron Breakker was like the victory cigar on this episode, and it was a solid close to what I thought was a very, very, very good episode of Monday Night Raw. What did you think, Rob?
I agree. They did it really well. Everybody hit their spots. Everybody did what they were supposed to do to basically get over the fact that the Judgment Day was supposed to end the Raw on top. And leading into Bad Blood, I don't know what we get. Maybe Rhea loses. Maybe she doesn't. We'll see.
Absolutely, good show. Let's
we can do something a little bit different today because we don't really need any more like last super chats because we have 10 left, so we could just speed run through them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do anyway.
Yeah, okay. So I was making because you know.
All right, we're gonna go through them.
Mid take 0 $4.99. My girlfriend just said Roman has more aura than Dwayne, but Rhea has more than both. What the fuck, man? Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. What?
She's entitled to her opinion, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Don't know. $4.99. Watching on slight delay, but Ghost Shiozaki pandemic title reign cooked him, but it might have been worth it. Not gonna lie, he was the 2020 MVP.
Go was out here literally killing himself in empty arena matches for Noah in the pandemic. It was crazy.
Bro, staring at Fujita for 30 minutes to go another 30 minutes in front of nobody. Thank you for the super chat. Chi-Town Spurs, $20. Not $20, $2. The Dream lineup is here. Yeah, that was amazing. Great cameos. Thank you to everybody. Adam Legend, $2. Casino Gauntlet vibes for the Raw review. No,
that's so true. It was literally a Casino Gauntlet match. That was amazing.
Everybody was here. It was crazy. Chi-Town Spurs, $5. Ibu would book NXT like Punk's Collision, derogatory.
Yeah.
Brock Anderson versus Luchasaurus. Fire to you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Samayev $199. This brings a tear to my eye. Wine glass. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah. The middle of the show was just amazing.
Sprouts $199. Homosexuals. We are up. We are so back. We miss you. I'll let
someone, just take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, let me put that back up, bro. That one I can't find it now. I already started. Bruce Wayne $199. Joe NOI fed Booker. How's it looking? No troll.
Roman will never be the top booker of WWE, and he doesn't want to be.
Right, nigga. Never mind.
He doesn't want to do that.
Thank you for the super chat. Saquon Barkley, $2. I love buttered popcorn. If y'all don't get it, he likes to eat buttered popcorn before games. Didn't really help him last night. Thank you for the super chat. Hush $199. Why did Triple H do the Drew Walls?
That was crazy.
The highlight tape of him just being like, "Yeah, so you're gonna be here, you're gonna be there, you're doing this, you're doing that."
Yeah, I don't know. That was hilarious. Thank you, Hush. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys for the
super chat for today.
That was it?
Yes.
All right, guys. This show was phenomenal. It's why it went extra long here. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought Raw was really fun, and I thought the time that we had today was really fun. Thank you so much to Chris O'Bread for kind of getting that thing going. This was just a great time, and a bit of a throwback Wrestle Pierce pod. So for Rob, I'm Ibu of Wrestle Pierce. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support. Before I go, actually, let me do the right thing here. I'm going to copy the link of Joe's show, so you guys can jump over to Joe's if you'd like. Let's do this real quick.
Everybody go raid Late Night Grin now.
All right. It's in the live chat. I want to see a spike. I'm gonna jump to their show and I better see a spike. I want you guys to do this for me and also do it for Joe. I want his viewership to double, if not triple. Guys, the second this show ends, join that link and jump on Joe's Late Night Grin live show. Even if it's just to say hello, stop in and let them know that the Raw Review sent you, guys. Come join his link and say Raw Review sent me. Guys, thank you for watching the Raw Review. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, send super chats. I'm a total mess, but appreciate you guys so much. We'll catch you guys next time. I'll see some of y'all in the live chat of the Late Night Grin. Take care.